In Universe 7, 5,000 years ago, a battle between Saiyans was going on. Yamoshi was the Saiyan leading the revolution with his team against the evil Saiyans to stop them from causing chaos, and to liberate the next generation of Saiyans from the unnecessary bloodshed. A Saiyan named Broly was one of the partners of Yamoshi in this battle. Broly was the rare Saiyan that is born very rarely. Time passed while they were leading the revolution. Many of their fellow Saiyans died. They saved many young Saiyans as their allies in this war, and defeated many of the evil Saiyan. But one day, the King of Saiyan planned a surprise attack on them, cornering of them. The ones who were young and still unexperienced died in an instant. The ones who had fought battles earlier fought well and defeat many opponents but were killed soon. Only a handful of Saiyans were left. They were outnumbered and severely injured. Yamoshi came up with a plan. The Saiyans will put their energy into Yamoshi, and then while Yamoshi fights them they need to escape there. Others were against it but they had no choice. If it wasn't done, they would all die there. Broly knew they needed time for this, so he transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan 4 Saiyan. I will hold them down, do it while you guys can, and went on a rampage. They all started the ritual. All the 9 Saiyan transferred their power to Yamoshi. Yamoshi started to feel a new power awakening within him as the energy of 5 Saiyans entered him, and soon the area started to be filled with the God Ki, and thus the first Super Saiyan God was born. Yamoshi with this newfound power rushed and kicked away the Saiyan warrior that was about to launch an energy blast towards Broly. Broly saw Yamoshi and smirked. Yamoshi said, "I will handle the rest, partner, you should get going with the other." Broly said, "Rather than running away, I will fight with you, partner. They can handle themselves even with how injured they are." Yamoshi smirked and said, "Yay, you are right. Everyone, this is your chance, go and recover." Then 9 Saiyan who were severely injured smirked while seeing the duo, and then left while defeating few that came in their way. A Saiyan was about to attack Yamoshi from behind, but one of those 9 Saiyans fired an energy blast at him, and said, "This is my parting gift. You guys better come back soon." Broly and Yamoshi rushed and said, "Let's do this." They battled through hundreds of Saiyan. Now only the king and his elite soldiers were left. Broly and Yamoshi were now gravely injured, but their fight spirit burned like a wildfire. Yamoshi said, "Let's end this before their reinforcements arrive." The elite soldiers transformed into Super Saiyan 4. Broly and Yamoshi made a combined energy blast and blasted it at the king. The elite soldier came in front and tried to punch away the blast, but right at the moment when he touched the blast, Yamoshi snapped his fingers and it exploded, severely injuring the Saiyan. Broly came and punched him. The Saiyan crashed and was lying there. Yamoshi came and kicked him in the guts and used an energy blast at his face, knocking him unconscious. All the other 8 rushed at both of them. The battle continued for a long while, but they finally defeated all the elite soldiers. It was now King Vegeta who was left. King Vegeta said, "It would have been great if you joined my army, but such a pity you all turned out to be just an annoying group of rebellion." Yamoshi said, "Just shut up. Today we will end this war." King Vegeta said, "Is that so? Let's see you try," and transformed into Super Saiyan 5. Yamoshi and Broly were shocked at his power. His power alone was equal to both Broly and Yamoshi power combined. Yamoshi gritted his teeth, but Broly, he was feeling his power rising. He knew if this continued a little more he will evolve. Broly with his immense potential could achieve that power. His power has been rising all this time, but seeing the state Yamoshi was in, he held that transformation for much longer. Yamoshi was already using more power than his body could handle. It would be a miracle if Yamoshi just survives the side effects that he will receive after he transforms, so they don't have much time. Broly said, "Yamoshi, I know you don't have much time left, so let's give it our all." Yamoshi, while panting, said, "Was it that obvious? Anyway, as you said, that's all we have left. I do not know about you, but I won't last much longer. I can manage 15 minutes at most with the condition my body is in. So, let's start this already." Both of them rushed at King Vegeta. King Vegeta caught Broly punch and Yamoshi kick with each of his hand, and said, "That's right, give it your all. Then lose in despair after knowing that you never had any chance of winning," and threw them on the ground, following with an energy blast. Broly and Yamoshi dodged the blast. Broly appeared in front of King Vegeta and punched him. King Vegeta crossed his arms and blocked the attack. Yamoshi, seeing the opportunity, appeared behind King Vegeta and grabbed his leg and throwing him on the ground, crashing. Broly started an energy barrage at King Vegeta. Yamoshi charged up a ki wave. King Vegeta escaped the energy barrage, but Yamoshi fired the ki wave at him. King Vegeta tried to block it but was thrown away. Broly combined his own ki wave and combined it with Yamoshi ki wave. After the wave was finished and King Vegeta appeared out of the rubble, he puked blood and said, "Who could have thought vermins like you could do this much damage to me?" Suddenly Broly felt a surge of power. Broly transformed into Super Saiyan 5. Yamoshi smirked seeing him. King Vegeta was shocked. Both of them rushed at him wreaking havoc. King Vegeta was getting destroyed. After a while King Vegeta was severely injured and was transformed lying on the ground. Broly was ready with an energy blast ready to kill him, asking for his last words. And Yamoshi was seeing the sight, happy that they finally achieved victory after their years-long battle. But suddenly 3 divine beings emerged. King Vegeta smirked. Yamoshi, seeing King Vegeta smirk, knew something was wrong. The presence they were feeling right now was going to be a problem, so without wasting any time he fired an energy blast at King Vegeta, trying to kill him, but an unknown being appeared in front of King Vegeta and protected him. This being was one of the guards of Zeno. The other was Grand Priest. This was also with them. Grand Priest said, "Broly and Yamoshi, I congratulate you for becoming the victor of this battle. Seems like the hardships you faced for these past few years are finally going to bear the fruit. But it's a pity we can't allow that." Yamoshi said, "What do you mean you can't allow it, and who are you people?" While in his mind wondering how his energy blast was destroyed just by the guard's aura alone. While his power is immense and has unlimited potential, he hasn't mastered this power yet and can't hold any longer. Even though this power was enough to overpower the elites, it's nothing compared to them. Grand Priest said, "To be precise, you all are just born to entertain Lord Zeno. And this battle of your all these years has been enjoyed by our Lord quite a lot, so we cannot allow you to end it. And even if the war ends, the Saiyans terrorizing other being and constant fighting is also fun for him. So King Vegeta here is a crucial being for Lord Zeno to have fun." This statement of Grand Priest pissed both Broly and Yamoshi. They both let all their power out and rushed at Grand Priest, but Grand Priest dodged them with ease. The guard appeared in front of them and kicked them both, sending them crashing on the nearby cliff. Yamoshi got up and knew that if this has not ended, the Saiyans, and more importantly their comrades, will have no future. And the Saiyan race will die eventually as soon as they come across any powerful opponent they can't handle. King Vegeta focuses on terrorizing other races rather than doing something to strengthen the Saiyan race. Yamoshi let all the God Ki flow out, strengthening his body. Blood started to flow out of his eyes and nose. Broly, seeing Yamoshi, tried to warn him, but Yamoshi said, "I know the consequences, but if don't do something now, all of us are finished." Broly went into silence and screamed. His Super Saiyan 5 turned completely green. His pupils were gone and blood was coming out of his eyes. Yamoshi looked at Broly and smirked. They both rushed at the guard. Their power went up tremendously. Their power were now equal to the guard. They sacrificed their life force in exchange for power. Their body was breaking down with every second. The guard was getting beaten to pulp. This was shocked seeing this. He knew he was no match for them. Zeno in his palace was seeing this with excitement. Broly launched a blast at Grand Priest while Yamoshi did at King Vegeta. Grand Priest destroyed both the blasts and stood in front of King Vegeta to protect him. King Vegeta tried to thank him, but Grand Priest with a disgusted face said, "Keep lying there and shut your mouth, insect." Soon the guard was defeated. Yamoshi and Broly couldn't hold on for any longer and the priest was still left. Suddenly the guard stood up and removed what he was wearing. The suit turned out to be something that was suppressing his power. The guard was unfazed by what happened to him just a moment ago. Both Yamoshi and Broly were shocked. They lost all hope. The guard came and punched right through Broly. Broly blasted a ki wave from his mouth, but the guard was unfazed. Yamoshi blasted an energy blast in the sky, and when it exploded it shined like a sun. The comrades that escaped earlier saw the blast and rushed at the city. They defeated that were guarding the space pod, and the young and innocent residents all entered the space pods. In a minute all the space pods started to leave the planet. The comrades from saw why Yamoshi came at that decision. Yamoshi and Broly in that dire condition were buying time. As soon as Yamoshi saw them leaving, he got ready. Broly knew the decision Yamoshi took was the only way to end this war, and only chance they had that could even hurt these beings. Both of them said, "After few thousand years, we will return. Our souls will found new Saiyan and come to kill you all." Yamoshi's body was overflowing with God Ki. Both Broly and Yamoshi body exploded, destroying the planet. King Vegeta along with other evil Saiyans that were on planet that died. But the divine beings were unfazed. This asked if he should reverse it, but Grand Priest said don't worry about it. The son of King Vegeta is on a mission, so he survived. This war isn't over yet. Also, it's worth waiting for those two to come back in future. Time passed and 3 generations later the evil Saiyans won. and continued their terror. Souls of Yamoshi and Broly kept wandering the cosmos. After 67 generations of Saiyans, Broly and Goku were born. Yamoshi's soul chose the innocent Broly, and the legendary Broly's soul chose the innocent raging beast Goku. Broly was born with a faint god ki within him, and Goku was the one who gained the power and potential of legendary Super Saiyan. Broly power wasn't detectable. He was determined to be very weak, so he wasn't sent out of the planet this time. But Goku on the other hand broke the power scale. His power was equal to a full-fledged Saiyan warrior. Bardock, after knowing this, suppressed the news of his son being that powerful. He knew that if the word of his son gets out, Goku will be sent on a barren planet to die, because he will pose a threat to the royal seat. Bardock kept close eye on Goku power, and Goku and Broly became good friends being in the coming years. After 2 years while Goku and Broly were training together, Goku lost control and went on a rampage. Bardock was out on a mission at time. Broly, seeing Goku, tried to stop him and accidentally tapped into his god power and stopped Goku, knocking him out with a punch, but also went unconscious due to his overwhelming power. King Vegeta felt Goku raging power and was shocked. It was more than any Saiyan on the planet. Jin, after feeling Goku power, rushed and saw everything. Jin took both Broly and Goku out of that area, and when Bardock came back she told him everything. Bardock was now worried because he knew that King Vegeta might have felt his power by now. Soon all the Saiyans were ordered to find the source of that overwhelming power. Bardock, knowing that Broly, who was at least as powerful as Goku, if Broly powers were to be revealed, he would also be in big trouble. After 2 days, news of Broly father Paragus' death came. Paragus died while he was on a mission. After Paragus died, Broly received a mission: go on another planet and capture it with few other Saiyans. And the search for Goku continued. Bardock knew it was a matter of time before Goku gets discovered, so he decided to send Goku away before, and while he is at it, he can send Broly away along with him. Broly didn't want to go and conquer planets anyway. Soon both were sent away and arrived on Earth. They started to live in the mountains. They hunted for the food and trained most of the time. Soon planet Vegeta was destroyed by Frieza. Time continued to pass. They grew stronger together, and whenever Goku went out of control, Broly would briefly tap into his godly powers and stop him. After a few years, King Piccolo succeeded and regained his youth. All of his minions started to rampage all over Earth. Broly and Goku also encountered some but took care of them easily. But the minions kept coming, so they decided to end the root of this annoyance. They both searched for the source and found the Z fighters badly injured fighting someone. The minions were standing behind King Piccolo. King Piccolo launched a blast at the Z fighters, but Broly obliterated it. Goku went and killed him with a single punch, smashing his head to pieces. Z fighters were scared of them after seeing this scene, but Goku and Broly glanced at them once and left. After few hours, while they were having their meal, Kami appeared. Goku and Broly thought that another opponent arrived, but Kami told them that he was there to thank them and explained them everything. And as thanks for saving Earth from King Piccolo, he asked them if they wanted something. Broly asked if there were good training grounds like what Saiyans had. Kami said they have a time chamber where time flows by slowly compared to real world. Goku and Broly took Kami's offer and went to his lookout. There Kami trained them martial arts and they got to eat delicious food. Both Goku and Broly trained like this for 8 years and used time chamber regularly. They were both now at the age of 24. Their power this time was immense, even though they did not achieve Super Saiyan. Goku mastered Ikari form, and Broly could now to control his god power, and was able to tap into his god form and mastered it. Raditz arrived on Earth. Goku and Broly noticed his presence and rushed to him. Raditz, seeing such immense power level approaching him, got scared. Goku and Broly appeared in front of him and the power level measuring device broke. Goku was happy to see his brother after so many years, but Raditz has no such emotion. Raditz straight up asked Goku and Broly to help them take down Frieza. Broly and Goku asked why he was making such a request. Raditz raged out on them for not knowing anything and explained how planet Vegeta was destroyed. Goku and Broly were shocked. Goku asked how were his parents. Raditz told them they also died. Broly, hearing this, was also sad. He was attached to Jin because took care of him like her own child, and thankful to Bardock because he said Broly from going on missions which he didn't want to. Broly and Goku after a few seconds got serious and asked what was that he wanted to do. Raditz with a smug look said that the Prince of all Saiyans was with them. He was also looking for revenge against Frieza, as they need manpower right now. There aren't many Saiyans left and they don't know location of most of them, so they were the best options right now. Goku and Broly agreed to help them but were quite annoyed by Raditz' smug look, and they knew that Vegeta was tearing to use them as pawns. Goku spoke up and said that even though they will help, they want Vegeta to come and meet them first. Raditz got annoyed and tried attacking them, saying, "You dare act disrespectfully towards our prince," and attack at them. Goku caught his fist and kicked him in the gut, sending him flying. Raditz stood up shocked at their power. Goku said, "Go and tell your prince that if he wants our help he need to come himself." Raditz, knowing he was too weak, escaped using Space Pod and reached Vegeta. There he reported everything that happened. Vegeta was annoyed but also up to the challenge. Vegeta, Raditz and Nappa started training. After 1 year, Vegeta with Nappa and Raditz arrived on Earth. Both Goku and Broly reached to their location and met them. Vegeta said, "I heard how bold you were. I guess you know why I am here." Goku said, "Is it to ask for help?" Vegeta said, "That's the second reason. I'm here to challenge you and see if you have the skills to back up that bold attitude of yours." Goku said with a smirk, "Sure, why don't we start at this moment?" Vegeta and Goku both took their battle stance. Both rushed at each other. Both came in a lock of fists. Goku asked, "Is this all you got? If you got more, you better reveal it all now," and punched Vegeta in the face. Vegeta was sent flying. Vegeta wondered, how is he this strong? Goku came behind him and kicked him in the back. Vegeta was completely overpowered by Goku. Vegeta snapped and turned around, blocking Goku's incoming kick with his hands. Vegeta made an energy blast and sent it flying upward, making a moon from it. Vegeta transformed into his great ape. Goku said, "Now that is more like it. I can finally warm up now." Goku increased his ki and punched Vegeta on the face, making him fell unconscious. Raditz and Nappa were shocked. Their battle to fight was crushed just by seeing Goku defeat Vegeta. Broly exclaimed his worries and spoke, "Go Goku, don't you think you went a little overboard?" Goku said, "Maybe I did." "Well, it's their fault for being so weak even after they are Saiyans." "Well, let's wait for Vegeta to wake up." After a while, Vegeta regained his consciousness. Goku and Broly was sitting beside him on the rock having a meal. Broly noticed Vegeta and said, "So you're awake. Why not join us for a meal?" Vegeta noticed Raditz and Nappa were quite beaten up and unconscious. Goku said, "Don't worry about them. We were just training them." Vegeta started laughing out of the blue and said, "You are as ruthless as a Saiyan should be." Goku and Broly were dumbfounded but smirked in approval. They had meal, and Vegeta told them about Frieza going to planet named for something known as Dragon Balls. It said that they can complete any wish. At first I thought it was a myth, but if Frieza himself is going there, I have doubts. If it really exists and Freya completes his wish, they will have no chance. Goku and Broly said, "This is not a myth. They are on Earth also. Namekians are the one that create those Dragon Ball to summon dragons that grants wishes." Vegeta said, "If it's like that, shouldn't we hurry then?" Goku said, "Yes, we should." Vegeta said, "We should leave as soon as possible. We don't have much time then. If it's just us, we can go through those space pods. Those idiots wouldn't even be of much help when you two are this powerful." Goku said, "Alright then, let's go." Raditz and Nappa woke up after a while. Goku and Broly warned them to not threaten people of this planet, and not cause any destruction or kill anyone. If they found out that they did anything like that, they will be killed by Goku and Broly hands. After giving them a warning, Goku, Vegeta and Broly left through space pods they came with. After few days they arrived on planet Namek. Frieza soldiers were wreaking havoc. There were many Namekian dead on the ground. Goku sensed some high key signature and rushed towards there. Broly and Vegeta followed him. They all saw Zarbin and his squad torturing some Namekians. Broly rushed and punched them, killing them in an instant. Goku went to the Namekians and asked if they were okay. After confirming they were okay, Vegeta asked them where were the other soldiers. The young Namekian informed them that other soldiers went towards Elder Guru's house and pointed the direction. Goku, Broly and Vegeta rushed there. Vegeta saw some soldiers and fired energy blasts, killing them. Goku was also hit by an energy blast. It was Zarbin. Zarbin asked who they were. Then he noticed Vegeta. Zarbin said, "I knew it. It was a matter of time you betrayed Lord Freya." Zarbin transformed and rushed at Vegeta. Goku came out of the smoke rushing towards Zarbin and punching him on the face, knocking him down on the ground. Goku jumped on him and stepped on his face, crushing it, and said, "Weakling doesn't know his place." Goku anger was taking over. Broly came behind him and while putting his hand on Goku's shoulder said, "Calm down, Kakarot." Goku calmed down. They then went to Elder Guru's house. Elder Guru, seeing them, said, "Thanks for saving the innocent young ones. What can I do for you?" All three of them were confused how he knew that. Broly asked where the enemies were. Elder Guru said, "If you try to sense a strong Namekian energy, it will lead you to rest of the enemies. Before going, I see you guys already have your potential fully unlocked. But you young guy, You still have a lot of your potential locked. If you try train like this, it will be harder for you. I can unlock a part of your potential if you want. It's gratitude for saving the young ones, Broly said. If it's like that, you should do it, Vegeta. Vegeta thought for a while and agreed. Goku said, alright then, we will meet you at the battle site. Vegeta replied, I will be right behind you guys. They left. Broly and Goku came across Ginyu Force, who were with Ginyu. Goku said, that guy looks trouble. Broly said, you are right, Kakarot. I think I will handle him. You take care of others. Goku went to others. All of them tried attacking Goku, but Goku dodged all the attacks, and after having some fun he killed them with ease. Broly rushed at Ginyu, who tried to block the attack, but Broly's punch was way too strong. Ginyu tried using his technique, but Broly appeared behind him, away from Jinyu's sight. The technique failed and Broly killed him with a punch right through Jinyu's guts. Broly said, he was quite weak. Goku and Broly moved towards the fused Namekian soldier. After reaching there, they saw he alone was fighting a bunch of Frieza soldiers, while Frieza from the sidelines was seeing this sight, entertaining himself. Goku and Broly rushed and started a rampage, killing all the Frieza soldiers. The battle instincts took over Goku and he went berserk. Broly reached towards the Namekian warrior and said, you don't have to worry. Elder Guru told us about your location. After few minutes, the whole army was slaughtered. Goku calmed down after that. Just at that moment, Vegeta arrived. Frieza, seeing them, said, so these are your reinforcements. Quite amusing. Let's see how it goes. Frieza transformed into his final form and blasted off a death beam at Vegeta, but Vegeta dodged it just in time. Vegeta said, I'm not as weak as I used to be. You see, I have some training of my own. Plus I got a small power boost just now. Goku rushed at Frieza. Goku was completely taken over by his battle instincts and charged at Frieza like a mad monster. Goku got kicked in the face and crashed on the ground. Frieza stepped on his face, but suddenly Goku power rose up tremendously. Goku was now in his Ikari form. He grabbed Frieza by his tail, started smashing the ground with Frieza. Goku grabbed Frieza's face and smashed it on cliff, dragging him. Frieza used his tail and broke free. He was shocked by Goku's strength, but Goku didn't stop. He came back at Frieza and punched him on the face. After seeing this scene in front of him, Broly, with a sweat dripping off his face, said, looks like Goku hasn't controlled his power yet. At this rate we will be in trouble. Goku kicked Frieza and Frieza crashed into the nearby cliff. Frieza launched an energy wave at Goku, but Goku came rushing through the wave unfazed. Frieza was taken aback by this, without even realizing Goku was holding his head. Before he knew it, Goku smashed him on the ground. Frieza was brutally beaten just now. Broly transformed into his god form and rushed at Goku. Broly came behind Goku and held him, locking in that place while Frieza was badly injured and unable to move. Broly asked Goku to calm down, and after few seconds, Goku came to his sense. Broly sighed and said, you are such a handful. Goku with a smile said, yes I am. Thanks Broly for helping me come back to my senses. Broly said, get a grip of yourself, will ya? You know the battle isn't over yet. Goku said, oh yay. Goku turned around to look at Frieza and was met with a punch. Goku was unfazed. Frieza was so terrified now that he could shit his pants if he had one. Goku grabbed his head yet again and smashed Frieza onto the ground. Goku charged up an energy blast and killed Frieza right on the spot. The Namekian warrior approached and thanked him, and asked if he could do anything to show his gratitude. Broly said, there's nothing like that. Vegeta said. While he was leaving Elder Guru place, Elder asked him to come back after they succeed. All four of them went there. The Namekian warrior greeted them. Elder Guru said, take this child with you, he has great potential. Why not make him help Kami on Earth? The three of them saw him and remembered he was among the Namekians they saved while arriving on Namek. Goku and Broly agrees to take him. They all go to Frieza's spaceship and leaves. The Namekians use the Dragon Ball to bring back the dead ones. After arriving back, they go to Kami's place and tell him what happened and leaves Ten there. After that, Vegeta asks them if he could train with them, saying as a Saiyan, saying this hurts his pride, but he was too weak and had no contribution in the battle. They trained for many years, while training with Goku and Broly, who were getting stronger at tremendous speed. Vegeta achieved Super Saiyan 1, 2 and 3, trying to keep up with the other two. He was training himself to his body limits. Meanwhile, Goku once went out of control and transformed into Legendary Super Saiyan. It took a lot of effort by Vegeta and Broly to stop him. Since then, Goku trained to control his form. Now 4 years have passed. Goku has learned to control his form. Vegeta mastered his Super Saiyan 3. Meanwhile, Broly's godly power continued to grow, and his form evolved. Vegeta knew he was at the peak of his power, but was not able to evolve any further. This time King Piccolo Army destroyed Red Ribbon Army base and killed Dr. Jeru, so there was no android attack or cell this time. While Goku and Broly trained among themselves, Vegeta visited Kami's lookout and met Kami and Tend. He asked if they knew anything about Saiyan history. Kami said they don't know anything for sure, but if he goes and meet Elder Guru on Namek, he might get to know something. Vegeta used the space pods he got from Frieza's ship long ago and went to Namek. From there the Namekian dragon was summoned and Vegeta got to know a lot about Saiyan history and got to know that there in fact was a form above Super Saiyan 3. Now Vegeta also knows that the origin to that form was related to his Uzaru form. Vegeta returned back to Earth and started his training. After 1 month of trying, Vegeta transformed into his Uzaru and tried to bring out his Super Saiyan power again. Remembering all his origin, source of his power, everything, Vegeta succeeded in transforming into Super Saiyan 4. Vegeta went to Broly and Goku and asked them to battle him. Both of them were shocked to see Vegeta. They asked what was up with his appearance. Vegeta said, "What do you think? My Super Saiyan form evolved to 4th stage." Broly said, "Is that so? Goku, you have recently learned to control your form. Why don't you both test out your form against each other?" Goku said, "That's a good idea. Let's go inside Time Chamber." They all went inside Time Chamber and got prepared for the battle. Goku transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan form, and Vegeta was already in his Super Saiyan 4 form. Broly stepped away and transformed into his God state, to be prepared if in case any attack comes towards him. They both started their battle. Goku rushed and punched Vegeta. Vegeta blocked the punch. The force behind it was enormous. Vegeta slowly started to understand his new form. In Super Saiyan 3 his energy, speed and power was enough to rival Broly, but his stamina depleted way too fast, so it wasn't suitable for long battle. But this form, he had all traits of Super Saiyan 3, immense energy, speed and power, but it could be easily used as base form. The stamina consumption was bare minimum, even less than Super Saiyan 1, so he could stay in that form forever. Plus the durability of his body increased tremendously. This was a new realm for power for Vegeta. The effect of Goku punches were like when he was in his Super Saiyan 2 and Goku was in his Ikari. Goku attacks were having way less effects than they were supposed to. After a while, Goku realized that physical attacks weren't much effective against Vegeta. Goku charged up a rage cannon and fired it. Vegeta decided to test his endurance and blocked the energy wave with his bare hands. When the wave finished, Vegeta was only a little injured. Vegeta said, "Even if my speed and power is not much in comparison to you, I can compete with my endurance." Goku smirked with a sweat dripping down his face. Vegeta rushed at Goku and their battle continued. After a while the battle was over with Goku victory. Vegeta gave Goku a hard time with this battle. Even after this defeat Vegeta was happy. He has progressed a lot. Now he wasn't way too far in terms of power from them. Vegeta returned to his training along with Goku and Broly. 7 years passed. They all were training this whole time, trying not to be left behind the others. During this time Vegeta met Bulma while she was trying to find the Dragon Balls, and soon after they married and Trunks was born. And Goku met Kai when he entered the tournament, and Gohan was born. This time Gohan and Trunks were the same age. It was time for Buu Resurrection and the tournament. Gohan and Trunks entered the tournament and easily won it. Then in finals they fought off against each other and Trunks was the one who won because he trained with Vegeta with every chance he got. Goku and Broly couldn't take Gohan because if Goku went out of control it could end Gohan life. So Gohan trained with Trunks most of the times. Supreme Kai noticed Broly God Ki while Broly was watching Trunks and Gohan battle. He was shocked. He also sensed immense power from Goku and Vegeta. Soon Supreme Kai noticed tails around their waist and realized they were Saiyans. Shen and Kibito decided to use Goku cause his ki was weakest among the three. When the tournament finished, the two servants of Bibidi tried to attack Goku and collect energy from him. Kibito came behind Goku and tried to lock him into the place, but Goku punched him in the face sending him flying and crashing on a cliff falling unconscious, and then grabbed the two and killed them right there. Goku then went to Kibito and grabbed him by the neck. Goku saved Kibito some ki and woke him up and asked what were they trying to do. Kibito didn't want to answer and was angry that a mortal was treating him like this. Goku got fed up and decided to kill him, but Shin appeared and asked him to calm down and told him that he will tell him everything. Vegeta appeared behind Shin and charged up an energy blast and threatened him to spill out everything. Broly said, "Let's calm down you both. It's not like they can harm us anyway." Goku released Kibito and he fell on the ground. Vegeta removed the energy blast he charged up. Shin told him everything. who Majin Buu was, his history, and that some individuals were trying to resurrect him and that they were there to stop him. Goku asked that if they were trying to stop his resurrection, why did he try helping the people who came there to take the energy from him for Buu's resurrection? Shin told them that they were going to follow those people. Goku understood the situation and decided that they will help Shin take care of Buu. Goku started looking for key signature and found an evil presence. Everyone rushed there. Goku, Vegeta and Broly were too fast for Shin and Kabita. Goku told them to reach as fast as they can. While the Saiyans reach and take care of things there. Goku, Vegeta and Broly knew that everyone there will be their enemy, so they can kill them all without a second thought. Goku used his Ikari form and rushed with insane speed, leaving others behind. Goku saw guards there and with an energy blast he blew up the location and killed them. Beerus appeared and asked who Goku was. Goku said, "Dead people don't need to know anyone's identity," and rushed at Beerus. Beerus tried to turn him into stone, but Goku realized that the attack was dangerous, so he dodged it and smashed Beerus with a kick, showing extreme swiftness. Goku sensed a key signature that was powerful compared to other energy sources that were in that hideout. Goku charged up a key wave and destroyed the ground, entering the base. Goku encountered someone looking like Frieza. The guy challenged him and increased the gravity. Goku, with a furious look on his face, appeared in front of him with insane speed and grabbed his face and smashed it onto the ground, killing with one blow. The ground broke apart and Goku reached the next floor. There was Bibidi with Majin Buu within its egg. Goku stepped forward and grabbed Bibidi's head. Bibidi was trembling. Vegeta and Broly arrived and saw the chaos Goku caused. They were going down towards Goku, but Majin Buu had already absorbed tremendous amount of energy from Goku in this short amount of time. Majin Buu capsule started shining brightly. Goku ignored Bibidi and left that place. Goku saw Broly and Vegeta approaching downward. Goku with insane speed grabbed them from behind and left the place. The area exploded. Broly and Vegeta asked what was that. Goku said, "Maybe Majin Buu absorbed energy from me in the time I was there, and has resurrected." Broly said, "Didn't I told you to be careful?" And with a sigh said, "Oh gosh, here comes the problem. Let's finish it soon. Also try to dodge any weird attack it uses. We don't know the full extent of his abilities." After few seconds, Majin Buu appeared out of the smoke. Due to absorbing Goku's violent ki, he was in his Super Buu form. Bibidi was with Buu. Bibidi ordered Buu to attack our heroes. Buu looked at Bibidi and used his ability and made Bibidi a chocolate and ate him. The Saiyans were shocked seeing this sight. Buu used the same attack and tried to target the Saiyans. Broly screamed, "Dodge, don't let it hit you," and they all scattered and surrounded Buu. Goku said, "Let me take care of him, you guys get back. The risk that way will be much less." Broly said, "Alright, but be careful." Goku said, "Don't worry." Goku rushed at Buu in his Ikari form and punched Buu's face and destroyed it. But Buu easily regenerated it. The battle went on for a long while. Goku was destroying Buu, but Buu was regenerating himself. Goku, after 30 minutes of battling, Goku transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan. Goku rushed at Buu with immense speed. Buu couldn't even see it. Goku punched a hole through Buu, and then destroyed his face with a kick. Goku charged up a rage cannon, and when Buu regenerated, Goku fired the wave and destroyed Buu completely. Broly said Vegeta to search for any segment, and they started destroying the leftovers. Soon Buu's existence was erased. Shin thanked them for taking care of Buu and returned to his world. Shin reported everything that happened to Wise, but Wise was observing them when he sensed Broly energy. But he didn't know the full extent of their power, since Goku, Vegeta and Broly only used their full power inside of the time chamber. They knew that if they decided to use their power on Earth, it can cause massive damage. Soon all three of them decided to enter time chamber for 1 year straight. Before going, they met Gohan and Trunks and said that after they come out, they want to see how powerful they got. Gohan and Trunks were also pumped up now. Bulma gave them essential supplies and then they all left. They moved far away from the entrance of time chamber and started their training. They had most fun while training. Broly forced Goku to meditate and calm his mind. Goku easily lost control and went berserk, so meditation was most crucial part of Goku's training. Broly and Vegeta went far away from Goku so they don't disturb him. Vegeta asked, "Is this much distance enough?" Broly replied, "Yes it is. Let's start this right away." Both transformed into their strongest forms. Vegeta transformed into his Super Saiyan 4, while Broly transformed into his Ascended God form. Both started their battle, trying to overpower one another. Meanwhile, Wise was still trying to look into this matter, but soon, after not being able to find out anything, he decided to report to Grand Priest as soon as Beerus wakes up. Beerus battling them could reveal their power. Few years passed away. Goku has now mastered his legendary Super Saiyan form. and was able to use Legendary Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta reached Super Saiyan 5 and was stranger than Goku. While Broly, he has achieved third ascension of his god form. From now marks started to appear on his body. Vegeta was now trying to surpass Broly. Vegeta was challenging Broly every day, and Goku was training alone most of the time. Soon after Goku stopped meditating, has gained complete control of himself. He could feel it. There will be no way we lose sense of self. Goku started focusing on his power now. Goku started his training with Vegeta, letting out everything he had, going on berserk while being in control. 3 years went by. Broly trained by letting all his aura spread out. He was continuously releasing more and more God Ki into his surrounding. Slowly time chambers started to change because of the God Ki Broly released, and was able to withstand more and more power. Broly was more powerful than ever. He was able to produce more God Ki than he could have ever though. The sheer amount of God Ki that he was released formed a barrier around Broly's skin. Broly could feel it. The next level of power. He asked both Goku and Vegeta to battle him with their full power. Goku was now at the level of Legendary Super Saiyan 5 while Vegeta was at Super Saiyan 6. They both agreed and rushed at Broly. Broly let his aura spread out. Both Goku and Vegeta felt a rush of power covering their surrounding in an instant. The whole place was now covered in Broly God Ki. Goku made an energy blast and launched it at Broly. When the energy blast hit him, it disappeared. The God Ki forming a layer around Broly's body was so dense that it blocked off the energy blast completely. Goku smirked nervously and said, "Looks like this is going to be a hellish battle. Who could have thought that he will become so strong? Well anyway, we can't let him show off." Goku and Vegeta were in sync. Vegeta launched an energy blast blocking Broly's vision. When energy blast dissipated, Broly was met with a punch to face by Goku. Broly grabbed Goku's hand and tried throwing him upward, but Vegeta came and kicked right on Broly's guts. Goku freed his hand and kicked Broly's head, sending him flying. Vegeta jumped and Goku used his hands as launcher and sent Vegeta flying towards Broly. Broly saw Vegeta coming with insane speed. Broly regained control of the momentum and punched Vegeta on the face. But right after that, Goku grabbed Broly's hand and slammed him on the ground. Broly coughed up a little blood. Broly decided to go all out. Broly gritted his teeth and unleashed all his power. Both of them were thrown back. Goku and Vegeta also screamed and let their power out. All three of them rushed. Goku and Vegeta were attacking Broly together. Broly on the other hand was blocking all their attacks. Broly used his aura and threw them back. Broly jumped back and launched a big energy blast. Goku, seeing it coming, used an energy blast of the same size and destroyed it. Vegeta charged up a ki wave and launched it towards Broly. Broly, seeing it, charged his own ki wave and cancelled it out. Goku right above Broly and kicked him. Broly blocked the attack and threw him away. The battle continued and all of them evolved. Goku reached Legendary Super Saiyan 6 and was now equal to Vegeta, who has now achieved Super Saiyan 6 Limit Breaker, while Broly reached his 4 Ascended God form. Soon Beerus woke up from his slumber. After a while, Beerus was taking a bath when he asked Wise if there was any information about Super Saiyan God. Wise said yes, there was. In fact, he knew where the so-called Saiyan God was right now. Beerus was shocked hearing this. They soon got ready and Beerus asked Wise to take him to this so-called Saiyan God. After a while, they arrived on planet Earth where Goku, Broly and Vegeta were having a meal. When they arrived, the Saiyans were shocked. Vegeta soon realized who they were. Vegeta left his meal and bowed down to greet them. Goku and Broly were confused. Vegeta yelled at them and said that the one standing in front of them was the God of Destruction and his angel attendant. He saw them once he was young. Beerus, hearing this, said, "You do have a good memory, Prince of Saiyan. Or are you a prince anymore?" Broly stood up and asked what business they had with them. But still Goku was busy finishing his meal. Beerus and Wise noticed the cuisine they were having and their focus completely shifted from battling the Saiyan God to having a taste of such good food. Vegeta sighed and thought, even though he's a god, he's just a cat in front of good food. Let's get him some food before we get in trouble. Vegeta went to Bulma and told her the situation. Soon the food arrived. Beerus and Wise had their full, tasting a wide variety of dishes. After a while, they got back to important topic. Beerus asked Broly if he really was the Super Saiyan God. Broly said, "I don't know much about Super Saiyan God, but as much as I know, the power that I use is of godly origin. So maybe I am the Saiyan God you are looking for." Beerus said, "That's good. Then why not have a battle? If you lose, I will destroy this planet. But if you defeat me, I will do nothing to this planet. So, how about it?" Goku stepped forward and said, "If it's battling, why not start with me? I want to see how well I fare against the God of Destruction. Think of it as testing my limits." Beerus looked at Broly with a confused look. Broly just smiled and said, I can't convince him. Beerus sighed and said, alright, if I need to defeat you for battling who I want to, so be it. Let's start this. Goku used his Ikari form. Beerus said with a little amusement, good, that's quite a large jump in power. This will be quite interesting. Goku rushed at him and kicked from above towards his head. Beerus used his forearm and blocked it. Goku then used his other leg to kick Beerus' face, but Beerus grabbed Goku's leg and slammed him on the ground. Beerus then launched an energy blast at him, but Goku rolled on the ground and dodged it. Goku instantly got up and tried a kick while his one arm was on the ground. Beerus decked backward and dodged it. Goku got up and swung some punches. Beerus dodged them all. Beerus said, is this all you got? Goku said, think again. Have you dodged everything? An energy blast behind Beerus exploded. After the smoke from the impact cleared, Beerus was unfazed. Beerus said, this is good, but now I am done with warm-up. Let's start the real battle. And here's a piece of advice. You're your full power. I want to battle that Saiyan God, so I will be trying to finish you off quickly. Goku said, isn't that a little rude of you to say that? Well, anyway, if you want to see power, here I go. Goku transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan 3. Beerus was taken aback by such power. Beerus said, maybe you will be able to entertain me. Saiyan, if you can make me unleash my 100% power, I will train you myself. I give you my word as a god of destruction. Beerus powered up to his 60%. Both rushed at each other. Their forearms clashed and they were in a lock. Beerus turned around and kicked Goku in the face. Goku, while turning backward due to that kick, tried and landed a kick of his own on Beerus' guts, sending him flying upwards. Goku rushed at him with an energy blast in his hand. As Goku came near, Beerus dodged the attack and kicked him in the back. Goku was sent flying back. When he looked at Beerus, Beerus was showing Goku his finger and telling him to come at him. Goku got furious by Beerus mocking him. Beerus rushed upward, and Goku followed him. After 5 seconds they were outside of Earth atmosphere. Beerus stopped and made a giant energy blast and launched it at Goku. Goku, using his one hand made a ki wave that destroyed Beerus' blast. Beerus was pleased. Beerus powered up to his 90% and said, young Saiyan, you should have just stayed there. With your pathetic power you can never hope to defeat me. After listening the word pathetic, Goku was furious. Goku let his power out and transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan 5. Goku appeared in front of Beerus and punched him in the guts, making him cough out some blood, and then kicked him in the face. While Beerus was getting thrown back from the impact, he launched a Hakai blast at Goku. Goku launched a blast at it and both disappeared. Beerus, seeing this, thought, this mortal is out of what I could have imagined. If the Saiyan God is even stronger than him, then I will have to use that form against him. But what if this Saiyan is still hiding his power? Alright, no more messing around. Now it isn't about having fun but showing them what a god of destruction can do. Suddenly, Beerus started to emanate a very strong aura. A dragon appeared out of Beerus' aura. Goku, seeing this, thought, so this real fight is finally starting. I can't let him show off. Goku started screaming. Goku was transforming into his legendary Super Saiyan 6. The dragon was forming from his aura also. Soon both were facing each other, their aura looking like dragons. Their aura moved forward, crashing with the other, and their dragon aura disappeared. Both Goku and Beerus rushed, sharing punches and kicks, moving all around the universe with their speed. Goku used an energy blast. Beerus dodged it and fired of his own. Goku also dodged it. Then they disappeared from there. The energy blast destroyed 2 planets. Goku punched Beerus in the face. Beerus punched Goku in the guts. Both were thrown back simultaneously, smirking, satisfied battling each other. Both looked at each other and said, come at me. Both rushed at each other, head-butting one another. Goku used his mouth and charged up a rage cannon, firing it towards Beerus. Beerus used his full power and erased the beam. Beerus was panting, saying, you are strong. One of the strongest I have ever faced. So, to honor it I will show you my full power, my final form. Goku said, thanks for the compliment. If you are showing your full, then I might as well do the same. Beerus was shocked and asked, what, you are holding back? Goku said, yes, but no wonder you were easily matching my power. You still haven't used your full power. Beerus said with frustration, fine, now face my wrath. Beerus screamed and his destruction aura burst out of him. Goku, to match him, started releasing his own power, and they both transformed. Goku was in his legendary Super Saiyan 6 and Beerus' appearance changed completely. He had both Ultra Instinct and Destruction aura. Both rushed at each other, with every clash between their fists and kicks. Raging lightning burst out. Supreme Kai was worried. At that rate the whole universe would be destroyed. But soon, the lightning bursts disappeared. Goku and Beerus were cancelling out each other's impact to see their limits. After a while of battling, Beerus said. Let's put our all into one last attack and end this. Goku agreed. Beerus made a large Hakai blast, while Goku raised his ki and charged up Rage Cannon. Both launched it at each other. Goku Wave was stopping Beerus' blast. There was no movement. They both were putting all their strength to overpower each other. Beerus started adding more power to his blast until he was at the limit of controlling its stability. Goku Wave was getting pushed back, but suddenly Goku felt a rush of power and his ki raised tremendously. This battle was the push he needed to evolve. He transformed and the wave got stronger. Eventually both attacks got destroyed and Goku fell unconscious. Beerus grabbed him from the back and made a barrier around him to not let him die due to absence of air. Beerus took Goku back to Earth while he was still in that form and then distransformed mid-air. Wise used his staff and caught him while Vegeta caught Goku. After that Wise told them all that they will be going. It has been years since Beerus used his full power, so he will be sleeping for quite a while now, and thanked them for entertaining Beerus. After that he said his farewells to all of them and left. Gohan came and saw that his father was unconscious. He was worried, but Broly told him that he was just tired after pushing himself a little too hard. Broly took Goku to rest. 4 days passed after that and Goku woke up. On the other side, Wise reported Grand Priest about the Saiyans and the power that Goku showcased. Grand Priest said that he felt that power. Goku has long surpassed the power of the ancient legendary Super Saiyan, but his soul hasn't contacted him yet, or maybe the memory hasn't appeared. Whatever it is, I don't think we need to worry too much. Maybe the last bit of their soul was erased when they transferred their origin of power to them. Even though the origin of power is from them, the power that they achieved and are still developing has been through their rigorous training. So it will be better to worry about those individuals instead of the ones who transferred their origin. The Saiyans were supposed to be destroyed, but the ones who survived are way stronger than the Saiyans we saw in the past. Wise, even though they don't know anything, keep an eye on them. Wise said, "Yes, father," and went back to his work. Goku woke up and was terrified. He saw a glimpse of past, everyone dying, where someone with the same power as Broly used his power to explode a planet. And along with him he too died. And after that he met someone in his dream, who was trying to tell him something. Goku decided to not focus too much into it cause it could be because of the battle, and him destroying some barren planet during that fight. Soon Goku went out to eat and saw Broly, Gohan, Trunks, Vegeta, Kai and Bulma having a meal together. Goku smiled and joined them. Goku took large pieces of meat from both Broly and Vegeta plate. Broly and Vegeta were yelling at Goku to not take others' food without asking. But someone was seeing this all from a crystal ball, and said, "Is he ready yet?" A mysterious person appeared and said, "No, my lord. We are still making him stronger." The first person asked, "How long will it take?" "I am bored now." The other guy said that it was going to take 1 year to make him strong enough. The first person sighed and said, "What a shame. Well, it will still be fun when it's ready." After a few days of resting, Goku enters the time chamber. He has been seeing the same person in his dreams every day. Goku decides to look into it and starts meditating. Since he has achieved a new form, he has to train his mind again. The battle thirst was too much when he entered that form. He would have lost control of himself if he stayed in that form any longer. But thankfully his body gave out and he fell unconscious. After 1 year of training, Broly achieved his final ascended god form, while Vegeta got to Super Saiyan 8. Goku has now mastered his legendary Super Saiyan 7 limit breaker. Wise and Beerus visited them while they were training Raditz, Trunks and Gohan. Goten and Trunks spent too long inside time chambers, so they were now at the age of 19. Wise and Beerus arrived and Goku greeted them. Beerus asked if he has been training properly and told that he looks forward to another battle with him. Goku replied likewise, but soon the environment got serious and they got to know about Tournament of Power. And after knowing about Goku's existence, the universes have been training their warriors as well, so the tournament will be tough. Broly asked when it was going to held. Wise said tomorrow, and they need 8 fighters. Broly was shocked. Even if they include Raditz, Gohan and Goten, it will be 6. Beerus said, "You don't need to worry about that, we have one with us." Goku asked who. Granola came out from behind Wise. Wise explained him everything already and told our Saiyans about his hatred of Saiyans. So for participating he wants to battle one of you in return. Vegeta agreed and said, "It's because of the evil deeds that the royal family carried, so it should be me to take on this honor." Broly said, "Alright, but don't go overboard, we still need him." Vegeta said, "Don't worry, I know that." While they were starting their battle, Goku left for planet Namek to bring Nail, the fused Namekian warrior, to fill up the members. Vegeta rushed at Granola and punched him, but Granola backed away and dodged the attack. Vegeta was surprised. Vegeta transformed into his Super Saiyan, but still Granola was able to keep up. This was going on for a while, and Granola lost when Vegeta used his Super Saiyan 3. Now all the fighters were ready. They entered to do the last bit of training to strengthen Granola and Nail. They spent 10 days inside Time Chamber and came out. They all got ready after having a meal and were teleported to the arena. There everyone started glaring at our Universe 17. Grand Priest came and explained the rules. Killing was not allowed, and to defeat an opponent they need to kick them out of the arena into the void, and they will automatically be teleported to the observer's place. The battle started. Gohan and Trunks transformed into Super Saiyan 3 and started knocking out warriors from the arena. Raditz was approached by another Saiyan warrior known as Kaba from Universe 6 and they started battling. Kaba transformed into Super Saiyan 2 and Raditz did the same. Raditz launched an energy blast at Kaba and followed him. Kaba punched away the blast but was met with a punch to the face. Kaba flew back and launched an energy blast towards Raditz and crashed into a cliff. Raditz saw the blast coming so he dodged it, but while Raditz was rushing towards Kaba, Caulifla came and kicked him from the back. Caulifla went to Kaba. Kaba stood up and thanked her for help. Raditz saw that they were teaming up. Caulifla transformed into her Super Saiyan 2 as well, so Raditz decided to transform into Super Saiyan 3. Raditz launched an energy blast towards Caulifla and blocked himself from her sight. Raditz disappeared. Kaba started looking where he went to. Raditz appeared right behind her and kicked her from the back, making her hit the energy blast. Kaba rushed at him, but Raditz appeared behind him with his insane speed and grabbed his head and slammed it onto the ground again and again. Caulifla came rushing to protect Kaba, but Raditz used Kaba body as a sword and struck down Caulifla. Seeing this from the sidelines, Kale got furious and transformed into her Rage Super Saiyan. Raditz noticed her and grabbed both Kaba and Caulifla with his overwhelming strength and threw them off the arena. Kale rushed at him. Raditz barely dodged her. He knew he can't defeat her. Vegeta felt her power and rushed there. Kale in her berserk mode came towards Raditz and launched a punch. Raditz could not dodge her and was ready to get hit, but Vegeta came and blocked her punch. The shockwave releasing from the impact were immense. It started to destroy the ground beneath them. Vegeta said, well, look at the power you exert. This should be fun." Vegeta kicked her and said, "Don't disappoint me." Kale was sent flying and crashed on the nearby cliff. Vegeta launched forward with his fists charged up with ki, ready for a fierce fight. Kale burst out in anger, completely turning the rubble she was under into dust with the pressure her aura exerted. Vegeta, seeing this, knew that he wouldn't be able to handle it in his base, so he transformed into his Super Saiyan 2. Kale came rushing and grabbed Vegeta's face and smashed him on the ground. Vegeta training with Goku everyday made him think of something to counter these types of attack. Vegeta released the ki he previously concentrated within his fists, and made an explosion on her wrists. As the grip loosened, he twisted her arm, getting free and kicked her in the face. Kale was unfazed. Kale grabbed his leg and started breaking the ground with Vegeta like he was a big hammer. Vegeta has had enough of it. He transformed into his Super Saiyan 4 and kicked Kale in the face so hard he let Vegeta go and was sent flying out of the arena. Without Vegeta could process that he succeeded, he was hit with a critical attack right where his heart was. Vegeta fell on the ground in pain. It was Hit that landed that blow on Vegeta. Hit used one of his assassination techniques. Hit came in front of Vegeta and said, "You are quite sturdy, being alive even after receiving that blow. Be proud of yourself." Vegeta stood up and said, "You don't need to tell me that. And why don't you worry for your own well-being then complimenting others?" A blast came right out of the ground and landed on Hit. Now the tables had turned. The blast was quite powerful. Hit was on his knees trying to stand up. While groaning, he asked, When did you use the blast?" "The moment I transformed into this form. It was a countermeasure in case something unexpected happened with that muscle head. But you turned out to be the one I used it on. Consider yourself lucky that it didn't hit your vitals." All saying that, Vegeta released another blast right at Hit guts. Hit couldn't react in time and was blown away. Because of being near the edge of arena, he fell off. Champa was pulling his ears in frustration. His best fighters were already down. But in just the next 10 seconds, many fighters were teleported to the observer place. The gods and Kais that were focused on Vegeta battle were confused at what just happened. One of the angels spoke that while the other gods were busy watching Vegeta's battle, the two young Saiyan and the other Saiyan that Vegeta saved from Kale went and knocked most of the fighters from arena. While they were explaining this, Gohan, Trunks and Raditz were shown to be fighting Toppo and Dispo, while Broly was seen to be battling the Wolf Trio. Broly suddenly transformed into first ascension of his god form. The aura from him burst out. The power was unbelievable. All the gods' attention was focused on Broly now. Athi were all confused. How a mortal has such tremendous amount of god ki? Broly suddenly appeared behind the trio and punched the red guy. The yellow one used his poison, but it was ineffective against Broly due to his God Ki. Broly grabbed and threw him in the air, then teleported behind the red one that was still in mid-air flying towards a cliff. Broly kicked him in the back and threw him towards the yellow one. The blue guy jumped up and stopped both of them from colliding with each other. They all went down and knew that Broly was out of their league. Suddenly Broly came in front of the blue guy and punched him 100 times in a second. The blue guy coughed blood and his pupils went completely white like he fell unconscious, but suddenly his body started to grow in size. Broly jumped back and charged up a ki wave and fired it. The other two fired their own, trying to save their brother and themselves from getting eliminated. The blue guy came back to consciousness and used his own wave. They used their special tri-beam and the wave output increased, pushing back Broly wave. Broly smirked and removed his one hand, controlling his wave with just one. Broly increased the output and suddenly the wave got too big and 1/10 of the arena was gone. Turned to nothingness. Broly power made the gods terrified. Belmud was now worried, thinking this guy will be a big problem for Giant. Toppo on the other hand was launching a barrage of energy blasts towards Gohan, Trunks and Raditz. They were all just running, avoiding it. They noticed that the energy blasts had the same energy as Beerus blasts. Though it was little, it was dangerous. Suddenly Dispo with his immense speed came and punched them all in the vitals. All their moments were stopped, they were unable to move their body. The energy blasts hit them all. Toppo continued his attack. Suddenly his blasts started to get thrown away from inside the smoke. Toppo stopped to see what was happening. When the smoke cleared, Gohan, Trunks and Raditz were all unconscious because of the attack, while Goku and Vegeta were standing in front of them looking furious. Vegeta yelled, "I knew you guys weren't ready yet, but how dare he do this to you all?" Then we could see that one of Gohan's arm and Trunks' leg was erased, while Raditz lost his both legs due to the destruction energy. Goku and Vegeta grabbed them both on with their speed. They instantly went to the edge and dropped them out of the arena, then returned to where Toppo and Dispo were. Their aura was raging out, waiting to go wild at any moment. Goku asked, "How dare such a weakling dare to lay hand on my family?" Toppo said, "It's your family that's weak. Such weaklings shouldn't have entered the tournament. I was just showing them their place. Such weakling that don't know their place should just be erased from existence." Goku with an insane look on his face said, "Is that so? Then maybe I should do the same with everyone in this arena." Vegeta, seeing Goku, knew that Goku has lost it, and this was going to be a problem. But he couldn't bring himself to ask Goku to calm down since he also was furious right now. But while Vegeta was thinking this, Goku said, "You have already battled 2 enemies, right Vegeta? So why don't I take these 2? While having an insane look on his face, Vegeta said, "Alright." Goku aura burst out. Even Vegeta was thrown away from that force. Goku transformed into his Ikari. The aura was too violent and big. All the leftover warriors not just sensed this power but were able to see it in sky. The ground started to melt under Goku. Goku came rushing in front of Toppo and his fist was ready to blast Toppo face off. But Dispo with his speed came and grabbed Goku, crashing into a cliff along with it. Toppo screamed Dispo, but when he noticed Goku, he was holding Dispo's head and dragging him on the ground. Dispo was trying to free himself, but the grip was too strong. Suddenly Giant came and punched Goku in the face, making him release Dispo. Dispo was bleeding from his ears just because of Goku holding him. Goku crashed into a cliff and rubble fell on him, but his aura burst out yet again and all the rubble was thrown away. Giant looked at where he was standing and the floor was melting just because Goku was standing there. Goku, while looking down, said, "More insects. Fine, if you wish to die first, then be my guest," and rushed towards Giant. Goku punched Giant, but he blocked it using both of his hands and used his eyes to control the ki energy and hit Goku. Goku was thrown back but got up unfazed and launched an energy blast towards Giant. Giant punched it away, but Goku came and grabbed his head, pinning him to the ground and dragging him. Giant kicked Goku in the guts and got free from his grip. Goku was thrown upward but landed perfectly unfazed. Glaring at Giant, Goku said, "Is that all you got? Shouldn't you be dead then?" Toppo launched energy blasts at Goku. Goku noticed and made a ki barrier around himself and rushed towards Toppo through the barrage. Goku was unfazed. The blasts made contact and exploded but had no effect. As soon as Goku reached Toppo, Dispo kicked him, but Goku didn't even flinch and grabbed Dispo's leg. Dispo tried to break free, but Goku broke his leg and then grabbed his head and crushed it right in front of Toppo. All the blood splattered at Toppo's face. All the destroyers seeing this were stunned and yelled for Goku to be disqualified. Goku said to them with a furious look, "If you have a problem, why don't you all come at me?" All the destroyers were taken aback. Beerus was watching calmly, knowing that Goku has almost lost control. Other gods started to increase their ki, but Beerus asked them, "Are gods allowed to join?" The other gods said, So what, are we just gonna watch him violate the rules? Belmont stood up and said to Grand Priest, "Sir, he is violating the rules. Aren't you gonna do something?" Grand Priest looked at Zeno and saw that he was enjoying the battle. He asked, "My lord, should I disqualify Kakarot?" Zeno said, "Why? The fun is just starting. Let's remove the rule to not kill." All the gods were stunned. Grand Priest, to keep it fair and make it more interesting, said, "If any warrior that has been eliminated already willing to join the battle with the new rules applied, they are free to do so. They will be healed completely before they enter. No mortal dare to do so." Goku from there said, "Let the gods join. It will be more fun. They will be shown their place." Toppo, who was still stunned, snapped, and his destruction form came out. Toppo, with a furious look, said to Jiren, "Jiren, playtime is over. We need to avenge this bow." Jiren said, "You're right. He isn't normal. But if this is his full power, then it don't need my involvement. This form will be good enough. If I see that he has more power, then I will surely join." Goku, hearing Jiren say this, said, still acting cool, "Let's see you do that after he also dies." Goku punched Toppo in the guts, but he was unfazed. Goku said, "What the?" but was punched away. Toppo said, "Now that there is no restriction, take my Hakai, fool." Toppo made a large Hakai blast and launched it at Goku. Goku was covered in it from all around. Toppo continued to add more blasts in it, strengthening the prior one. Goku screamed and transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan, and the Hakai blast was destroyed. Jiren was shocked at the sudden power jump. Goku rushed at Toppo, but Jiren blocked the attack that was about to hit Toppo. Jiren was glowing red. Goku jumped back and with a cocky tone said, "So you finally decided to join the battle with him. Do you think it will do you both any good? You both will just die together." Jiren looked at his hand, which was in a lot of pain and was shaking. Toppo said, "What do you know? We both will." But Jiren stopped him. Jiren screamed, "Belmont, gods are allowed to join, right?" Belmont was dumbfounded by this sudden question but responded, "Yes. We won't be enough. He is a monster. We will need at least one more at our level to help us." All the gods were shocked at this claim. Champa said, "Isn't Jiren the mortal who defeated the god of his own universe?" Beerus said, "Yes, that's right." Champa again said, "But Goku hasn't defeated you yet." Beerus with a composure said, "That's also true." Champa said, "Then how?" Beerus, now frustrated, said, "Do you take me for someone as weak as Belmont? You all haven't even seen my full power." Champa, while stuttering, said, "Wait, how strong are you then?" Wise said, "My lord surely cannot defeat me, but I can guarantee you, if other angels were to fight my lord with their full power, he will either defeat them or it will end in a tie." All the gods were shocked listening this, but suddenly their attention shifted. Many cliffs were getting destroyed. It was Goku grabbing both Toppo and Jiren and dragging them on the ground all over the arena. Toppo released his full power, but Goku threw him upward, then he smashed Jiren on the ground. Goku teleported above Toppo and put his palm on his face and took him down towards the ground, crashing him on Jiren. Both coughed. When the dust cleared, Goku was standing there, saying, "Both of them were pathetic." And as Toppo said, "Weakling don't have the right to live. He will kill them both, but before that he will humiliate them." Hearing Goku words got Jiren furious. He unleashed his limit breaker form. Goku was thrown back from this force. Toppo was in awe of Jiren power. All the gods were shocked as well. Meanwhile, Goku was unfazed. Jiren charged at him with his fists charged up with ki. But Jiren took the attack head on and blocked it. Jiren said, "What?" But Goku punched him in the guts, then with a swift spin kicked him in the face. Jiren clashed onto the nearby cliff. With anger that he is still losing to Goku, Jiren screamed and his aura became as dense as Goku aura. Jiren landed a punch at Goku guts. Goku coughed blood. Jiren grabbed Goku face and lifted him up while Goku was still in pain and fired an energy blast at his guts, sending Goku flying and destroying many cliffs. Jiren didn't give Goku a second to rest and went in with a kick. Jiren pinned Goku down with both of his legs, standing on them, and launched an energy barrage at Goku. Suddenly, Jiren felt an immense ki. Jiren backed away and saw Goku coming out of the smoke unfazed. But that wasn't the only thing. Goku looked different. He was in his legendary Super Saiyan 2. Jiren was shocked and was now trembling, saying, Were you still hiding this much power? How much more have you got?" Goku said, "You really want to see it? Fine, I will show you a glimpse of it." Goku transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan 3 for a moment, and the ki pressure was enough to make cracks all over the arena. Goku then said, "Now then, it's time I end this." Goku charged up a rage cannon and blasted it towards Jiren. Toppo appeared and used his Hakai wave, and asked Jiren to help. Jiren was stunned, processing what just happened. Toppo screamed at Jiren while trying to hold out, but Goku Wave was near them, easily defeating Toppo Hakai Wave. Giant snapped out and gathered all his power into one energy blast and launched it along with Toppo Hakai Wave. Goku Wave started to get pushed back. Giant and Toppo couldn't notice, but the others from observer location saw. Goku was using his one hand to control this much power and exert this powerful ki wave. The angels with a serious look said, "He is a true monster. Even among the Saiyans, his battle thirst and intent to kill his enemy is way too much." Broly, on the other hand, is another exception. He is way too calm. If we were to exclude their power and see their personality, Vegeta is the only normal one. Well, this was off the topic, but seeing how it is down there, I don't think they have any hope to survive. To anger such a terrifying individual, they really messed up. Also, God of Destruction, if you want to go against him, as an angel I will warn you not to take him lightly. Even your full powers won't be able to defeat him. Goku suddenly increased the power and they both were removed, turned to nothingness. Now Goku looked at all the gods and said, "You all were talking shit a while ago. Why don't you come down here and prove your title as God of Destruction? Or are you all just God of Cowards?" Beerus said, "Aren't you getting too cocky now, Saiyan?" Goku said, "Lord Beerus, I wasn't talking to you." Goku said, "Still, they are just good for nothing. Here's a deal. If they can all defeat me together, I will take back everything I have said just now and die." All the gods were shocked at what he just said. They knew that he could defeat any god at their full power with the power he has displayed till now, but taking on all the gods is impossible. Beerus, hearing this, said, "Now that's interesting. Even I don't know what the results will be even when I have fought you at your full power." Beerus turned around and said, "What do you guys think? Also, one thing, I am not telling you to go fight in a group. Use the fusion and combine. Then it will be a fair battle." The other gods were shocked and asked, "What do you mean fair? Is he at that level?" Beerus said he sure is, at least at that level. It is possible that is above it, but it is worth a chance. That is if you all are not scared. Goku was listening all this conversation and was interested now. Goku asked the gods if they were just going to sit there like God of Cowards or come fight him. This statement triggered them all and they all got ready. Grand Priest asked if they were sure Goku was free to kill them. Beerus said, "Their universes are already doomed, so they will be erased as well, so why not give them a chance?" Zeno, excited to see the fight, announced that if the gods are successful in killing Goku, he will not erase their universes. The gods were stunned at the sudden condition. They all got ready and went down on the arena. Goku was ready to battle them. They all used their special technique and fused, forming one single being. The new god was releasing overwhelming aura from the start. Goku was taken aback by this sudden power burst. The new god rushed with his insane speed and kicked Goku in the guts. Goku didn't even notice it. The god continued and made a Hakai blast, saying this will be his end, and that they didn't actually needed to use this technique. The god saw that Goku was stunned from the attack and wasn't able to move. But, little did they know, Goku was looking down smirking. The god was ready to erase Goku. But suddenly, the whole arena started shake violently and crumble from its edges. The guy looked in different direction, wondering what was happening, and said, "Now what?" But Goku was just sitting there. His aura burst out, throwing away the god like he was a paper. The arena was illuminated by green light. Beerus and all the angels stood up, respecting this power. Beerus' jaw dropped, but he amused, and said the time has come. The light started to fade away and Goku was in his legendary Super Saiyan 7. Goku screamed and let his aura and then rushed at the god. Goku punched at the god, but the god blocked it barely and was thrown away by the force. Goku stomped in the ground and large rubble came up. Goku kicked them towards the god. The god made his aura of Hakai and released it, erasing the rubbles. Goku came in front of the god, looking him the eye, his hand ready to punch. The god was surprised seeing Goku and got hit on the face. The god was sent rolling on the ground, breaking it apart. Goku appeared behind him and swung his hand back, then punched the god, stopping the god's movement and making him go crash land on the large rock. Goku teleported and stood in front of the god. Goku laughed maniacally and said, "Is there any other secret technique? This doesn't seem to come anywhere near my full strength. I haven't even used 5% of my power in this form." But the god was just lying there, groaning in pain. Goku, to add salt to wound, said, "Are all the gods this weak?" Wait. Goku looked at Beerus. Beerus was smiling, getting itchy to battle Goku. Goku, seeing Beerus, smirked himself and said, "Lord Beerus, aren't you getting too itchy to battle me?" Beerus, being overly excited, didn't notice his ki stated to flow out. The barricade of the observer seat he was holding started to crumble from the grip of his. Beerus said, "So you have finally mastered this form," and jumped off the observer's seat saying, "Come Kakarot, let's have a rematch." Goku in response said, "That's what I was thinking." Beerus, while rushing towards Goku, started to get covered in destruction flames. The flames went head to toe, changing his base to his ultimate form. Both with excitement let all their aura out. Whatever was left of the arena was half covered in green aura and half in purple aura. Broly, seeing this, said, "Goku has grown a lot. Not only him, but all three of us." Vegeta, standing beside him, said, "That's for sure." Broly said, "Goku is as strong as my final ascension, if not more." Vegeta said, "Well, looks like I am behind again, but not for long. I feel like I have almost reached my next power." Goku and Beerus started sharing punches. Both of their speed was immense, and with just their one punch, an explosion occurred, and the whole arena was turned to nothingness. Now they were battling in the void. Their power broke the restriction to fly that was put on them. With every punch they shared, it released immense shockwave and lightning. Goku and Beerus were in a handlock, head-butting each other. Goku and Beerus shared their kick, but it was also equal in power. The whole observer place was destroyed, and the angels and the other mortals were all moved behind Zeno. Broly and Vegeta were in their most powerful forms, seeing the battle. Using their ki to cover themselves from the immense pressure both of them were releasing. The tired god and all the angels was shocked and didn't have any words for what he was seeing. Goku and Beerus, after their kicks collided, rushed back, and Goku launched a ki wave using his one hand while Beerus launched a large Hakai blast, and they both disappeared somewhere else, clashing while their energy waves collided. Goku rushed and grabbed Beerus' face, pushing him backward. Beerus kicked Goku in the guts and freed himself, grabbing Goku's head from behind, pushing him, saying, "How does it feel like when your move is against?" In response, Goku released his tremendous aura, make it twice as big as before. Beerus left Goku and backed away and said, "So you were still hiding this much? Fine by me. Now then, let's show all of our power. It will be more." Both of them were screaming, their aura flowing violently. A blinding light came from them both, and soon they were seen in their new form. Beerus was golden in color. Beerus said, "This form is what I achieved after truly realizing destruction, as well as creation. This form of mine symbolizes existence itself, and looks like that is your full power as well. Is it like the limit breaker I saw on your other forms as well?" Goku said, "You almost got that right. This is limit breaking form's upgraded version, the Overdrive. You may call this form Legendary Super Saiyan 7 Overdrive." Both rushed and their fists clashed. A crack started to appear there, and all the angels realized that it was getting connected by mortal realm. Goku and Beerus both backed and launched a ki wave at each other. The crack was getting bigger. Broly screamed to Vegeta, "We need to stop them, otherwise everything will be destroyed." All the angels fused with the fused god, and all three of them went to stop them, but were stopped by Zeno. Grand Priest said to them, "If everything is destroyed, let it be. We can turn it back with Super Dragon Balls." But while they were discussing this, the cracks started to get smaller and the shockwaves were decreasing. Beerus and Goku were absorbing the impact of their clashes. Both of them were launching their attacks at each other with all their might, enjoying themselves. Goku came forth with an energy blast in his hand, but Beerus appeared behind him and kicked him in the back. The energy blast Goku hand got released and was falling down in the void. But unknowing of Beerus, the energy blast changed its trajectory and hit Beerus from Beerus. Just at that moment, Goku stopped himself and rushed at Beerus and punched him in the guts, making him cough up blood. Beerus gritted his teeth and kneed Goku on the face. Goku was thrown back, both gritting their teeth but eventually smirking out of excitement. Both rushed at each other, screaming, colliding fists. Goku came and kicked Beerus in the guts. Beerus was thrown back, but he clenched his fists and many Hakai blasts came rushing towards Goku. Goku let his aura out and formed a sphere of ki around himself, releasing thousands of energy blasts around himself, countering the Hakai blasts. All the blasts then came rushing at Beerus, but Beerus started dodging them all swiftly, even punching a lot of them away like it was a piece of cake. Goku rushed and threw many punches at him, but those were also dodged. Beerus hit Goku in the guts. Goku grabbed Beerus' hand and threw him, then rushed at Beerus and punched him 1,000 times in an instant, then kicked him in the face, and grabbed his face and turned around, throwing him upwards, and launched a rage cannon at him. Beerus let every last bit of his power out and controlled him momentum, then launched a wave of destruction at Goku. Both of their waves were now clashing, but Goku kept increasing his wave output and pushed forward. Beerus used his new power of creation and formed a clone of himself. The clone launched a destruction wave along with Beerus and started to push back Goku. Goku, now seeing that he was losing, let his every last bit of power out, and now they were held there. The waves forming a large sphere of energy at the position of their impact, making it grow bigger and bigger. Soon the sphere got way too big. Goku and Beerus stopped their wave and started to push back the sphere at one another with all their might. Both Goku and Beerus in a lock now started to scream. The sphere was getting more and more compressed, emitting blinding light. The others couldn't see anything. Goku started to develop markings on his body. Angelic halos started to appear around Beerus. Soon the sphere turned into a black hole and they both were getting sucked in it. Both of them lost their consciousness. Their whole body gave out and their development in forms stopped. Broly and Vegeta transformed into their strongest and rushed towards them, taking them away from the black hole. After getting a little far, both Beerus and Goku opened one of their eyes, seeing they were being carried away by Broly and Vegeta, from something that the combination of their power created, something that will give even the Omni King to get rid of. Goku asked Broly if he had any senzu. Broly gave both of them a senzu each. After recovering, Goku to Beerus said, "We created this monster. Now we need to destroy it." Beerus said, "You got that right." Both smirked at each other and transformed into their strongest form and pushed their powers even further, materializing some part of the marking and the halo. Both went to different sides and started to compress it more. After a while, the blast was just twice their size. Both of them were struggling trying to control it. Beerus said, "All right, let's try to absorb it now. I will absorb all the destructive energy while you take care of the rest." Both of them started absorbing it. Goku marks while Beerus' halo started to develop, and midway through their new forms were complete. Goku was now covered in marks over his body while Beerus' halo was complete. As this happened, they both felt a rush of power, and instead of absorbing the rest of the immense power, they erased it and got detransformed. Goku reached Beerus and asked, "So look like you achieved a new height." Beerus said, "I don't think I'm the only one." Goku said, "Well, yeah, this power. It feel like I can grow infinitely stronger now. I have never felt anything like this." Beerus said, "Well, good for you. But maybe I have reached it finally. My final form. I will name it Angel of Destruction." Goku, hearing this, replied, "Damn, that's good. Then I will name my one true legendary Super Saiyan. This is also my final form, but with infinite potential. It will take time to even make it possible to manifest it for a long time. Looks like we have some work to do." Beerus, hearing this, with a smile exclaimed, "You got that right? Well, I am tired now. Let's meet again in few years." Zeno, seeing this battle, was overly satisfied. He forgot about the tournament all along and let them all go, before anything could happen. Vegeta asked, "Didn't we win? What about the reward?" Broly said, "Don't worry, since Goku won. He already said to Grand Priest what he wanted." Vegeta asked what he wanted. Broly said, Goku beforehand declared that he was going to win and said to Grand Priest to recover all the universes and the fighters that died. Vegeta chuckled and said, "Even if he is a monstrous powerhouse, the guy is too good." Goku called out Broly and Vegeta tired, asking them to go back, saying he was dying out of hunger. They all were teleported back to Earth by Wise, and Goku rested for 2 days while others went to training. Gohan and Trunks, now after seeing Goku, Vegeta, and Broly power, wanted to become as strong as them and started their training with each other. While Broly and Vegeta also decided to return to their training since they were both now behind Goku. After 2 days, when Goku woke up, he was ready to continue his training. And while he was asleep, the guy that appeared in his dream manifested his full form. It was none other than the previous legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Goku was now able to talk to him, but was shocked at the name this legendary Super Saiyan had. The ancient Broly told him about everything and then warned him about the higher beings. And then showed him his past memory when Grand Priest appeared. Goku was now furious. He understood that for the Omni King's entertainment, they were considered nothing but toys who should be getting rid of if they interfered with his fun. But Broly explained to him that Goku was on another level now, and the god he was battling reached the level of those guards, while Broly and Yamoshi were in their soul state, being unnoticed by anyone they traveled through realms, witnessing both hell and heaven. But this so-called haven was nothing but another hell. The ruler of the heaven, the gods and Omni realm, was worthy of the title of Demon King himself. Goku understood the what was at stakes and knew what he needed to do. Broly liked sharing the same mind, and Goku said, "What you are thinking is right. The form you acquired is the pinnacle of each being's complete form. Those marks appear of beings that have understood their true nature of soul and have gained their final form, being able to grow infinitely after that. That's what the symbols on your new form symbolizes. Now you only need to perfect that, so that you are able to maintain it as if it were your base form. And I will help you with your training. You train your body with others, while I will train with you in this mental realm, this domain where no one else can interfere, and you can use your full power and get used to it without overexerting your body. This will be not as good your physical training, but it will help you with your key control and making new tactics that you can use here without worrying about anyone dying. And soon, Yamoshi will also make contact with Broly of current time. It better if you go see him." So after their talk was over, Goku went to Time Chamber, knowing that that was where Broly spent most of his time, but was surprised after entering. He saw Wise and Beerus there as well. Beerus, Broly, and Vegeta were battling each other while Wise was watching them from the sidelines. Wise, seeing Goku, greeted him. Goku asked him what they were doing there. Wise told him that Beerus wanted to perfect his new form, and so, since you were not here, Broly and Vegeta were the best candidates. Goku, after taking a closer look, saw that both Broly and Vegeta were in new forms. The same markings appeared on them. Goku was shocked and eyes were wide open. Wise, seeing Goku shocked, said, "If you are wondering how they got this strong, my lord asked me to strengthen the time chamber, so I helped the Namekian with it, and we made it so each day is equal to an year of Earth, but their age will increase according to time outside of time chamber. They have all been battling for 2 years constantly now. Broly and Vegeta evolved in the process, while my lord has perfected his new form just recently and is now enjoying himself. Soon he will run out of power and will go back to sleep for a few years." Goku waited and watched them, wondering if Yamoshi had made contact with Broly yet. Before he knew, Broly power suddenly burst out, and he defeated both Beerus and Vegeta in an instant and collapsed. Wise was shocked at this incident, but Goku realized what it was, and said to Wise that Broly must have released all of power just now, and since the battle is over, it'd be better to let them all rest. Goku took both Broly and Vegeta to rest, while Wise teleported back, taking Beerus with him. Broly, while unconscious, met Yamoshi, and Yamoshi told him everything and showed his past memory to Broly. After a while, Broly woke up. Goku, sensing his ki, rushed to Broly. Goku came and asked Broly if he met someone named Yamoshi. Broly was dead serious and looked at Goku, and replied that he did. Broly said, "When did he knew all this?" Goku replied after he came back from tournament. Broly asked, "So what's the plan?" Goku said, "Since your body has also reached at your full potential and can handle any level of power, we need to train as hard as we can and be ready if Zeno tries to make any move. I have been training with the ancient Broly in the mind realm, and he has taught me every move he knew. And now, since you are awake, we can both train," Broly said. "Then let's get to it." Goku said, "All right." And they both went to Time Chamber, ready to train 10 years straight. Vegeta went to Beerus' planet to train with him, since Beerus, instead of sleeping, invited Vegeta. He wanted to perfect his new form first, not wanting to be beaten by these Saiyans. Goku and Broly both transformed into their true forms, Broly controlling his God Ki, enveloping his Brody with God Ki to form a thin barrier, while Goku letting his ragging Ki go wild. Broly and Goku moved far away from Time Chamber exit door. Goku charged towards Broly. Broly took his stance, going defensive. Goku tried to punch Broly, but Broly grabbed his arm and twisted it, then slammed Goku on the ground. Goku, unfazed, made an eraser cannon in his hand and launched it at Broly. Broly released Oku hand and dodged the blast, but Goku came rushing towards Broly, and when Broly noticed it, Goku was right in front of his guts, another eraser cannon in his hand. Goku slammed the blast at Broly's body, and the blast exploded. Broly was sent flying from the impact. Broly stood up. The blast didn't affect Broly a lot since he made a barrier of ki around himself earlier, but his cloths were a mess. Broly said, "It hasn't even been 10 minutes and my cloths are all a mess." While Broly was looking at his cloths, Goku came at him trying to grab Broly's head, but Broly decked down and punched Goku in the guts, then kicked him in the face. All of his attacks were infused with ki. Goku was thrown away, but stood up and wiped off the blood from his face. Goku then smirked, looking at Broly. Goku enveloped his whole body with ki and charged at Broly. Broly said, "That not gonna work," and launched many concentrated energy blasts at him, but they all had no effect on Goku. All of Broly attacks were being destroyed by Goku ragging ki that Goku was using as a shield while charging at him. Broly thought, "This must be one of the moves that gutted him." Broly tried to dodge him, but Goku just grabbed Broly's face and slammed him on the ground and launched many eraser cannons, saying, "Let's see how long that ki barrier will last and protect you." Yamoshi connected to Broly consciousness and said, "Let me get a little control of your body. We need you and Goku to learn at a faster rate." Yamoshi, using Broly aura, made many energy blast around Broly and launched them all at once at Goku. The energy blasts took Goku away and then exploded in an instant. Broly was surprised and asked Yamoshi with curiosity what he did. Yamoshi said, "God Ki is much stable than normal mortal Ki, so you can do pretty much everything with it. I will help you with controlling God Ki while your body adapts to controlling it like that." Broly said, "I don't think it will be fair." Yamoshi said, "Don't worry. The other Broly has already sensed my presence and is probably with Goku right now." Broly sensed sudden increase in Goku power. Yamoshi said, "I told you. Now no time to talk. Let's continue." Goku used Blaster Meteor. His ki that was now spread in his surrounding and from his aura started to gather in his palm. Goku launched it. Broly, with just the pressure of his power, stopped it mid-air in front of him, like an invisible barrier was in front of him. Goku continued to send more and increased its power. Broly was taken aback by the sudden power increase of the blast, but Goku, without thinking, continued to add more and more. Broly charged up a ki wave and launched at the blasted, sending it back at Goku. But Goku made a large blast and launched it towards the prior one, increasing its power, sending Broly blast back. Broly understood how that attack works and moved out of the way. The blast made an impact on the ground, and the shockwave went all over the space and destroyed the gate. Broly looked at Gate from far in horror, knowing that it was the only way. Goku screamed from upward and said Broly to not worry. Goku before coming here asked Tend that if the exit was destroyed, how they would leave. Broly asked, "So do you mean we can escape?" Goku said, "We just need to concentrate our power at one location, and it will open a crack in the space." Broly said, "That's good to hear." Goku said, "Now you know that. Let's continue," and rushed at Broly. They started to exchange their attack, countering with perfect precisions, their fists clashing with each other, not allowing one another to attack their body. Both have jumped far back and launched energy blasts. Goku launched a large energy blast which was twice his size. Broly, to counter it, launched a ki wave, and both attacks were cancelled out. This continued for 2 years in outside world. Goku and Broly had spent decades in Time Chamber. This was their last battle. Goku was high up in sky, with a large energy bomb in his one hand, keeping it stable with just his one finger. Goku said, "This is my strongest planet crusher for our last training battle for now," and launched it at Broly. Broly said, "Then I am also going to put all my power in this last attack," and launched the ki wave. The wave took the form of an enormous red dragon, representing Broly Red God Ki. Both their attacks clashed, looking like a heavenly dragon resisting a mass energy meant for destroying. Both of them were increasing their power. The attacks kept getting bigger and bigger. Broly used his aura and made thousands of energy blasts and launched them. The energy blasts reached the dragon's mouth and a large energy blast. Both the forces started to get separated. The energy blast that was in front of the dragon's mouth was now out of control, and the forces from their attacks were increasing its power more and more. It started to form a crack in the space, and the portal to the real world opened. The energy from the time chamber burst out of the portal, forming a beam of mass energy going in space. The whole planet was shacking uncontrollably. All the gods, angels, and even the Grand Priest and Zeno felt this enormous power. Goku and Broly gave their all, and both their attacks exploded, releasing a ton of energy from the portal as well. Goku and Broly came out of the crack that was now as large as Kami's lookout. Tend was trembling in fear of the power he felt. The crack closed up, and he saw both Broly and Goku in high above in air. Goku and Broly landed on the lookout and apologized to Tend for destroying the gate. Tend told them to not worry about that and asked what the sudden power burst was. Broly apologized and said that they were putting their all into their last attack and didn't expect it to open the crack to real world. But fortunately only 1% or less of it was leaked. Tend was shocked and questioned if it was only 1% or less, then how powerful was the attack they used. Earthquake also stopped and the planet was stable. Goku and Broly, they ate a meal there, and then were ready to go meet their family after 2 years. Well, it was more than 300 years for them to perfect their new form and master everything. But suddenly, Beerus, Wise, and Vegeta landed on Kami Lookout, wondering what was it that they sensed. Broly said, "It was nothing. They were just putting their all into their last attack while fighting." Broly didn't mention that only a small fragment of it was leaked. Beerus said, "From what I sensed, you two are already above me and Vegeta looks like we need to train." But suddenly Grand Priest appeared there with all the other gods and angels, and asked what was going on, and what was the power he and everyone just sensed. Wise, apologizing to Grand Priest, told him what Broly said. Grand Priest was intrigued. Suddenly, a guard also appeared and whispered something in Grand Priest's ears. Grand Priest smirked and then announced, "If you both are that powerful, isn't it a threat to mortals by mortal kind? But Lord Zeno had decided to give you a chance. Defeat us all, and you shall be allowed to live. Fail, and this whole planet will be erased along with you." Everyone was shocked hearing this, but didn't dare to go against Zeno's wishes. Grand Priest asked all the angels and gods to fuse and become one being. Beerus had no choice, but still didn't want to do it. So, for his pride, and as a fellow warrior, decided to not participate. Grand Priest said, "You know what you are saying, right, Beerus? Even if you are immensely strong now, You stand no chance against us all. Beerus said, I know, but this isn't a matter of defying orders, but I have never and never will do something that hurts my pride, even if it means I have to die for it. Grand Priest said, Fine then. After this is over, you will receive divine punishment. Beerus stood on the sidelines with Wise. Wise weren't able to fuse with others since the balance will be broken if an extra angle will fuse. The new divine being looked at Beerus with disgust. Beerus stood there unfazed. Grand Priest said, So should we start? Goku said, Wait, why is this happening? It doesn't make any sense. Grand Priest said, It doesn't need to make sense. Omni King's order is absolute. Broly asked, Even if it means killing innocent people for fun. Grand Priest said, Those innocent people are just pawn. Like it or despise it. Omni King's order are absolute. If you want to change it, defeat him. Goku, looking down in frustration, said, Is that so? Fine then. Goku looked up and mockingly said, Why don't you come and battle us as well, Shorty? Wouldn't the king enjoy a more intense battle? Grand Priest said, Fine, but don't blame me if you all die here. The Divine Being and Royal Guard power up, and rushed forward. Goku went in his Ikari form, and Broly enveloped his whole body in his God Ki. His hairs were slightly red, but there was something different. Their body had those marks. Those marks were now a part of their body, existing even in their base forms. But the gods didn't know of this. Goku came in front of Grand Priest, facing him dead in the eyes, said, Since you all are trying to kill us, isn't it fair to kill you all too? And rushed at the fused god and punched right through its guts, killing him in an instant. Grand Priest was taken aback by this. Grand Priest himself raised his ki and kicked Goku away. The god, using his angelic power, healed himself. Broly said, Let's go to another planet since this planet can't handle our power. Goku went in front of Beerus and asked him if he could do them a favor. Beerus said that he won't be participating in this battle. Goku said not to worry. He just want to know a place where they can battle without worrying about any innocent life, and the planet should be able to withstand their power for a few minutes. Beerus said, There is one. Goku said, Then please lead the way, and don't worry, we will be following you so you can move at full speed. Beerus agreed. All right. Goku showed Broly a thumbs up. Broly rushed and grabbed the fused god and the guard by the face. They both were shocked by Broly's sheer power. Grand Priest looked at Broly confused. Goku teleported behind Grand Priest. The priest turned his head, but Goku grabbed him by face and released his ki. Both Broly and Goku were following Beerus, taking the other three with them forcefully. The three divine beings tried to break free but weren't able to. They arrived at a planet with harsh environment in few moments. The air was toxic and the gravity was 1,000 times greater than that of Earth. And the sheer temperature of the planet was like they were standing on a volcano overflowing with lava. Goku and Broly threw the gods on the ground. Grand Priest landed perfectly while the fused god and the guard slammed hard on the ground. And it didn't affect the ground much, Beerus said. He used this planet for training in the past, and the planet didn't have any major effect. On top of that, the environment pushes your body to the limit. Goku and Broly thanked Beerus, and then mocked the gods, saying that now they can show them some of their power. On Earth, Wise looked in the sky sighing, while Vegeta's mouth was open out of shock. Vegeta came to his senses when Wise asked him if he will stay there or go to where they went and see the battle. Vegeta joined Wise. Wise asked Vegeta why he didn't join the battle. Vegeta said, I don't need to. I'm sure they can handle it. But if it comes to them losing, I will join to help them protect the planet. After all, my family is also here. Both reached there and saw that Grand Priest was there standing, while the other two were on the ground. Goku and Broly were in fighting stance. The guard and the fused god stood up, saying to Grand Priest that Goku and Broly were too strong. Grand Priest asked if they wanted to remove the seal. They said, that it was necessary, otherwise they will lose. Grand Priest allowed the Beerus was shocked, knowing the seal that was on all the angels to suppress their power was removed. The God Key bursted out like magma out of an unstable volcano. The God, feeling its power with excitement, said, "This is more like it, this power. No one can defeat." The guard, in sync with God, released his own power as well. Both were on the same level. Grand Priest stood back. Goku and Broly were shocked, but then they both looked at each other and smirked. Both screamed and their aura size and power increased. Broly said, "We can't let them show off. Let's do this Kakarot." Both the parties rushed at each other, clashing their fists. Broly said, "I will take care of this god. You take the care of that guard." Goku and Broly switched places. The guards were a little shocked. Goku, taking the chance, grabbed his face and slammed him on the ground, then threw him far away. While Broly grabbed the god's hand and pulled him, then punched him in the guts, the god coughed up some blood. Broly threw him away. Both Goku and Broly looked at each other saying, "Meet you in few minutes," and rushed for their respective battles. Goku followed the guard. The guard was crashed on the cliff. While he was standing up, he saw Goku rushing at him. The guard moved out of the way and Goku punched the cliff and it broke. Goku looked at the guard and said, "So you can dodge attacks." Goku launched an energy blast while rubbles from the broken cliff were falling. The guard launched his own energy blast and both the attacks clashed and exploded, creating smoke. Guard came rushed through the smoke and punched Goku hundreds of times, then kicked him in the guts, sending him flying. The guard appeared behind Goku and using both of his hands punched Goku on the head, making him slam on the ground. The guard waited in the air thinking, "This should have done at least a little damage." Goku stood up and blood was coming out from his mouth. Goku, breaking the silence, said, "Not bad for a weakling like you, but now it's my turn." Goku disappeared in front of Guard's eyes. Guard panicked and looked back. Goku appeared in front of the guard. Guard turned his head and looked under him. Goku was there with an eraser cannon in his hand, ready in front of the guard's guts. Goku said, "You put up a good fight, but now it's time for you to die." Guard replied, "You insolent mortal, you will soon die by the hands of Lord himself." Goku, hearing this, said, "Go to hell. Your Lord will be joining you soon enough," and then slammed the blast at his guts. The guard was thrown away by the impact. Goku rushed with another eraser cannon in his hand and slammed it on the guard head. The guard head was exploded into pieces with just the sheer amount of pressure this blast released, killing him in an instant. The guard lifeless body fell on the ground, releasing all of its energy violently, but something unexpected happened. All of this energy started to get absorbed into Goku's body through the marks he had. This was one of the traits of the unbeatable ragging legendary Super Saiyan. On the other side, Broly stood in front of the god ready to continue their battle. The god was also ready to give it his all. Broly rushed at the god, but the god started to dodge off all his attacks. Broly created many energy blasts using his aura while launching punches and kicks at the god. The god noticed all the incoming energy blasts and knew he can't dodge both the physical attacks and the energy blasts. The god blocked Broly's punch and was sent flying. Energy blasts followed him. The god took them all head-on. Massive explosion occurred. Broly was standing at one placing waiting for smoke to clear. When the smoke cleared, the god was standing there bleeding, with a key barrier like Broly's around himself, but still with a lost arm. The god, using angling techniques, healed himself. Broly watched it closely and understood a fraction of that technique. Broly decided to learn this technique, so he was now going to injure the god badly, but not finish him off. After the god healed himself, he rushed at Broly. Broly concentrated his ki in one of his hands, and clashed punches with the god. The god's hand was destroyed from their impact, while Broly was just smirking. Broly turned around and kicked the god hard on the face, making him crash on the nearby giant rock. Broly stood at his place, waiting for the god to heal, mocking him at the same time. The god, hearing Broly mockery, was furious. The god decided to use one of its secret techniques if it comes to it. But for now, the god healed himself. This continued for 3 more times. Broly completely annualized this technique, and with this knowledge, he healed some of the bruises he had without the god noticing it. The god was now fed up. While Broly was lost in thoughts, proud of his achievements, sensed an immense ki pressure. The god was releasing tremendous amount of energy. Broly, seeing this, was shocked. The god, who was just getting beaten to pulp, was releasing such energy. The fused god, with a furious look on his face, stared at Broly dead in the eye and said, "Us superior beings are not immortal, but we know how to control our life energy. Something that leaves your body with time, making you old, and when it's completely gone you die. We just know how to keep our life energy in our body, not letting it leak out, and collect the same energy from our surrounding that is left by the dead. Be proud. Right now, I'm burning that precious life energy to increase my power, just to defeat a mortal like you. Even though with all us gods and angels, the collection of this life energy combined to be 1,000,000 years worth of lifespan, this techniques burn it all in exchange for power. And in the next 10 minutes that I have this tremendous power, capable to rival even Grand Priest full power, I will kill you, and that will be my biggest achievement till now. You, a mortal, who has transcended mortal limits, this will be your demise." Broly, with an annoyed look, said, "You talk too much. Why don't you show me this great power of yours by those fists rather than your words? Don't you have little time left since you are using this?" The god, hearing, rushed. Broly couldn't even notice the attack coming and was punched right in the face. The impact was so strong. Broly was sent thrown away, tearing apart the ground with his body, eventually stopping buried under rubble. The god, knowing Broly's strength, didn't stop and launched a ki wave towards him. All the rubble Broly was buried under was turned to nothing. The god saw that Broly was not there, but suddenly he fled a monstrous presence from behind him. The god, terrified, started to turn his head around slowly, but Broly from behind him said, "Don't bother. You are already dead." The god looked down and Broly's hand had already pierced through his chest, holding his heart. Blood came out of the god and he died right there. Broly pulled his hand out and the god's body fell on the ground. Tremendous energy was coming out of the god's heart. Broly remembered what the fused god said and started to control the energy coming out of the heart, and soon enough all of it was absorbed. Broly felt as if he was a kid once again. Broly said, "So this is how it feels to have so much life energy. Anyway, now to that priest. I should hurry." When Broly reached there, he saw Goku was already standing against Grand Priest, mocking him and having fun. Broly approached Goku and with his hand on Goku's shoulder. Broly, with serious tone, said, "Enough having fun. We don't know what's going to happen. If we defeat the priest and Omni King comes himself when we are out of energy, it will be all over. Better safe than sorry. So let's go all out." Goku's expression got serious and he replied with a nod. Both of them screamed and transformed. Broly into his final ascension god form and Goku in his legendary Super Saiyan 7, but they both had those marks on their body. Both took their fighting stance. Grand Priest, seeing them serious, said, "So looks like it's time for. Maybe I should use my full power too." Grand Priest started to glow and a blinding light appeared from him. When this light disappeared, Grand Priest was looking completely different. Grand Priest said, "This is my full power. Let's see how well you can do." Both Goku and Broly rushed at him. Grand Priest, with his insane speed, teleported in front of Goku and punched him in the guts. The punch was so strong Goku puked out blood. Broly launched an energy blast at him, but Grand Priest teleported behind Broly and kicked him in the back. Broly was sent near Goku. Grand Priest said, "What happened? Aren't you guys too slow?" Goku smirked and said, "Yes, we definitely are. Let's not hold back and start this again." Broly and Goku increased their power and used 50% of their current form. Goku and Broly both rushed and punched Grand Priest in the guts. Then Goku launched an eraser cannon right at Grand Priest guts, and Broly kicked Grand Priest face. Grand Priest was thrown away thinking, so they really were hiding their power. And with a smirk, Grand Priest screaming said, "Come here, you Saiyan. Show me what you got," and released all of his power. Both Broly and Goku launched an energy blast towards the angel, but he dodged it. Goku teleported behind Grand Priest and kicked him, but Grand Priest blocked the attack, but was hit by an energy blast at the same moment. Goku backed away and launched an energy barrage. But when the attack stopped, it was revealed that it had no effect on Grand Priest. Grand Priest was inside a barrier. Grand Priest mockingly said, "Such puny attacks can't even hope to reach me. Why don't you try something powerful?" This angered Goku. Goku said, "You want something powerful, right? All right then, here I go." Broly screamed, "No, Goku. If you use it here, this planet will be destroyed." Goku said, "Don't worry about that," and his aura covered the whole planet. Grand Priest looked at Goku, who was high in the sky, and was shocked. With a sweat on his face, Grand Priest thought, "I really fucked up this time. Well, let's see if I can take on this one," and started charging up a ki wave. Goku was holding a planet crushed up in the sky and then launched it at Grand Priest. Grand Priest also launched his ki wave to counter Goku attack, but Goku Planet Crusher started to absorb ki energy from Grand Priest ki wave and now was getting stronger. The Planet Crusher got dangerously close to Grand Priest. Grand Priest used his barrier, but was swallowed whole along with it. Goku clenched his fists and the attack got smaller and smaller, concentrating where Grand Priest was within it, eventually disappearing, with nothing left but emptiness in its place. Grand Priest was nowhere to be seen. He was defeated completely. But Broly, on the other hand, was tensed. He saw Grand Priest destroy a good amount of the blast. If it took that much power to defeat Grand Priest, how strong is Zeno? But suddenly, someone appeared behind and said, "Stronger than you can imagine," like he was reading Broly thoughts. Goku fired an energy blast towards this individual and Broly escaped and went near Goku. It was seen to be none other than Frieza. Vegeta jaw dropped. Vegeta, seeing this from sidelines, was shocked. Goku gritted his teeth and said, "Didn't we kill you earlier? How are you alive? And how are you this strong? Little monkey, stop with the bombardment of question. That's none of your concern how I am this strong or why I am alive. Worry about yourself. I will show you where you belong." Beerus from side was watching it all calmly and spoke. "Oh yay, why not tell where they belong?" Frieza looked at Beerus and got scared, but also calmed down in an instant, saying, "So you are also here? Well, nothing to fear. You are nothing compared to me now." Beerus, with a composed look, said, "Is that so?" Vegeta, with rage, said, "Lord Beerus, let's save that talk for time when I drag him to ground helpless begging for his life." Beerus said, "All right." Vegeta square-aimed, "This is my revenge against you for destroying my planet, you lizard," and rushed. Vegeta, while going towards Frieza, transformed into his true Super Saiyan form. Goku also rushed, but Broly stopped him, saying, "This is Vegeta battle. We need to save our energy anyway, and it doesn't seem like it will take much long." Goku calmed down and turned back to base, saying, "You are right. Vegeta sure has come a long way." Frieza got ready to battle. But as soon as Vegeta transformed into his true Super Saiyan, his speed increased so much that Frieza couldn't even see it and was hit by Vegeta punch, and was thrown far away. Vegeta didn't stop. He teleported behind Frieza and kicked him, making him crash on the ground, tearing through and reaching other side of this large planet. Vegeta followed him through scorching lava and Vegeta launched a final flash at Frieza. Frieza was just getting thrown away and away by the wave, and was blown. Frieza fell on the ground detransformed, gritting his teeth, saying, "I trained with Grand Priest, the guards, and stood on par with them. How am I losing?" Vegeta, landing near him, said, So that how you got this strong? Well, Goku and Vegeta just defeated Grand Priest and the Guard. With less than 50% of their power. They weren't even in their final form. Frieza was shocked listening this. Vegeta grabbed Frieza's tail and went above Beerus. Then threw Frieza near Beerus and said, "You can ask him whatever you want now." Beerus looked at Frieza and asked him how he was alive. But Frieza, instead of answering Beerus' question, screamed looking upward, "Lord Zeno, I promise I will give you a good show. The best you have ever seen. Remove restrictions on my power. Just this once, and it will be a grand show. Something that will entertain you most." But suddenly red lines started to appear on Frieza's body. Frieza stopped screaming and looked down, smirking. The lines started to come out of Frieza's body and form chains. And in the next moment, those chains broke. Frieza screamed maniacally, "Thanks Lord Zeno." And a tremendous power started to surge through Frieza's body. The pressure was so immense the planet started to tremble violently and exploded. Everyone made ki barrier around themselves. But when the blinding light from this planet destruction went out, Frieza was seen to be floating there unfazed, in an all-new form. Frieza said, This is my most powerful form. When in this form, call me Diamond Frieza. In this form, not even Grand Priest could defeat me." But he suddenly puked blood. Goku was holding his hand out and said, "You talk way too much. Just stay down now." Frieza, while blood coming out of his mouth, looked down and saw that his whole guts was destroyed. Broly's jaw dropped a little, and he was in disbelief saying, "Goku, did you just disrespect him? You should have at least let him finish." Goku, confused, said, "What? He's annoying. He was just going to waste our time. So I went in my final form for a bit and used a blast to show him that he has no chance." Frieza, still there confused at what happened, was thinking, how did this happen? Even those divine beings couldn't harm me much while I was in this form. Then how did he? But at the death's door, Frieza looked at Goku and the soul of ancient Broly residing within Goku, looking at him with intense bloodthirst. A true beast. To Frieza, it looked like a ferocious was towering above Goku, protecting him, while dying, he thought. So this is what they meant by the true potential of the Saiyans, those Saiyan legends. They sure are frightening. Frieza looked momentarily at Beerus. Beerus, with a calm tone, looking at Frieza, said, "You have come a long way, even if you couldn't conquer the universe. You are one of the strongest fighters in all of multiverse, even stronger than those divine beings." Frieza smirked and died there. His body started to crack, and he was erased in nothingness. Beerus, looking at Goku and Broly, said, "So, what do you plan to do now? Most angels, gods, and even Grand Priest and the royal guards are dead. With this, the balance of multiverse will shake, and the universes with no god have also lost their supreme Kai." Broly, looking at Beerus, said, "I don't know if this decision will make you friend or foe. Till now you have been neutral. But the next step is to take down Zeno. He has destroyed a lot just for his amusement." Beerus Kami asked for confirmation. "So do you mean you are going to defeat Zeno? Do you know what will happen if the Omni King is gone?" Broly said, "No, but this is something we must do." Vegeta was just listening to them. Wise interrupted and said, "There is a seal. To be precise, not one but two. Both of them are intact because Omni King is bound with them, using most of his time to keep them intact." Goku, confused, asks, "What do you mean seals?" Beerus says, "To be honest, we haven't seen it. But this knowledge has been passed down to every new god. I hope it's fake, but if this is real, then when the Omni King dies, the power supply from Omni King maintaining those seals will also perish. And the sealing of the dragon god Zalama, the one who created the Super Dragon Balls, will be released, and he will destroy the mortal realm. On top of that, in this dimension, there is also a demon realm. And within that demon realm, the Demon King is sealed away. That seal is also maintained by Omni King. I don't think I need to explain anymore. You should have an idea of what can happen if Lord Zeno dies, Goku asked. Is the Omni King stronger than those two if it comes to 1v1? Beerus said. Honestly, Omni King can't even touch Zalama and the Demon Kings. His power is exact opposite of Omni King. But suddenly Zeno appeared there. Beerus and Wise bowed to him. Vegeta noticed Zeno and also bowed. Zeno turned towards Goku and Broly, saying, even if I die, someone as strong enough to beat me can bond with the seals to keep them intact. Goku, hearing this, said, so there is no problem if I defeat you, right? Zeno said, no, there's no problem. But the question is, can you defeat me? Here's the thing. I haven't battled in millions of years. If you can end our fight in draw or defeat me, I'll do anything you say as a gratitude for giving me a battle in which I can fight to my heart's content. Of course, you can also kill me. That will be up to you. Beerus, Wise, and Vegeta were shocked to hear this. Broly said, you know the multiverse can't stand our full power, right? Zeno said. Don't worry about that, and snapped his fingers. A gate appeared. Zeno said, this is Omni Chamber. It will easily be able to handle our full power and won't let even a bit of it leak out. Goku, with excitement, said, this makes it easy for us then. Let's go right away. The gate opened and they all were sucked inside. Zeno, after entering, said, also time will move twice as fast. We have 2 days. After that, the energy I left outside to keep those seals intact will be exhausted and both the seals will break, Broly said. Shouldn't you have told that to us sooner? Zeno said. It doesn't matter. This won't take long. And his eyes began to glow and he transformed, saying, this is my true form. Now, let's start. Goku and Broly took their stance and got ready. Both of them screamed and their aura raised higher and higher, and they transformed into the true legendary Super Saiyan and true Super Saiyan God. Beerus, Wise, and Vegeta were watching this from the side. Both Goku and Broly rushed towards Zeno and landed a punch on him. Zeni caught both of their punches and said, that's some good strength, but this is nowhere near enough, and threw them both in different directions. Goku and Broly, while flying away, both launched energy blast, but Zeno dodged the blasts by jumping away, and the blasts collided and made a large explosion. Both Goku and Broly gained control of their momentum, and Goku launched a gigantic cannon at Zeno, while Broly made many swords from his aura and launched them at Zeno. Zeno flew away to dodge the attacks, but both gigantic cannon and the swords followed him. Zeno stopped and launched an energy blast of his own at both of those attacks. The wave was so humongous and power Goku and Broly attacks were easily erased, and both of them were about to get caught in the wave as well, but dodged it in time. Both Goku and Broly looked at each other in disbelief. Goku gritted his teeth and said, no more holding back, and screamed, his insane power bursting out of his body through Wise far back, while Beerus and Vegeta transformed into their Angel of Destruction and true Super Saiyan form. Zeno was impressed by Goku power. Goku, after transforming, looked at Zeno with a serious face and rushed with a kick, but Zeno dodged it. Goku turned with another kick and Zeno blocked that but was thrown away. Goku launched an energy blast at him, but Zeno punched it away and rushed at Goku with excitement. Goku countered Zeno punch with his own. Their power were equal right now. The shockwave were destructive. Wise couldn't handle them and started to puke blood. Beerus came in front of Wise and created a barrier with his ki. Goku kicked Zeno, but in response Zeno blocked with his own kick. Goku tried kicking him in the head from above, but Zeno blocked it with his one hand. Goku smirked and grabbed Zeno's face and dragged him against the ground. While doing so, releasing a racer cannon at Zeno's face, Zeno grabbed Goku's hand and slammed Goku on the ground. But Goku, ignoring the pain, kicked Zeno in the guts and fired a gigantic cannon at Zeno's guts. Zeno launched a wave to counter it, but suddenly noticed that Goku wasn't there controlling his ki wave. Zeno sensed a tremendous energy above him and saw Goku was there with a planet crusher. Goku launched it at Zeno. Zeno turned around and increased his ki wave power to stop the planet crusher from hitting him. But the planet crushed was too strong. Zeno stopped the wave and said, "Looks like I can remove the limiter." Chains formed around Zeno and then broke. Zeno launched an energy blast and the planet crusher was destroyed completely. Goku stood there in disbelief, confused what just happened. But suddenly Zeno appeared and he was about to punch Goku in the guts, but the ancient Broly screamed at Goku to dodge. Goku came back to his senses and teleported behind Zeno, dodging the punch. Ancient Broly said, "We took him too lightly. He's too much for you to handle, let me help you." Goku said, "Fine." Goku power increased by twofold. Ancient Broly said, "Your body will get tired much faster. We need to finish this fast." Yamoshi and Broly, sensing the danger, joined the battle. Now Yamoshi was also helping Broly increase his power. Broly and Goku both rushed at Zeno together. Goku launched a large energy blast at Zeno and rushed from behind it. Zeno dodged the blast, but Goku came and punched him. Zeno caught the punch, but enveloped his fists with ki and blasted Zeno off. Zeno released his aura and rushed at Goku. But Broly came and kicked him in the guts. Goku came from above and using both his hands punched Zeno. Zeno went down and crashed on the ground. Broly came down rushing with a kick. But Zeno dodged and fired an energy blast at Broly and threw him away. But Goku came, not giving him time to rest, and kicked. Zeno ducked down slightly, dodging the kick. And both Goku and Zeno jumped back and fired an energy blast and disappeared from the place the two blasts collided, but Goku and Zeno were fighting off somewhere else. Broly, using his aura, destroyed the large energy blast Zeno threw at him and rushed to help Goku. Goku, while clashing with Zeno, ducked and Broly came punching Zeno. Goku, following the attack, kicked Zeno away. Zeno stood in front of them, complementing their power. Broly lifted his finger and made a concentrated ball of energy and launched it at Zeno. Zeno tried to punch it away, but as soon as Zeno touched it, the blast exploded. Zeno, coming out of the smoke, said, "That's not what I was expecting. You two are something else." But noticed Broly was surrounded by hundreds of such blasts. Broly launched them all at Zeno. Zeno made a blast and launched it at all those blasts. As Zeno blast reached at the center of the blasts coming towards Zeno, Zeno snapped his finger and the blast exploded, canceling all the energy blast Broly launched at Zeno. But Zeno noticed Goku wasn't there. Zeno turned around and saw Goku was there ready to punch him. Goku fists were coated with dense energy. But instead of punching, Goku caught Zeno's leg and started slamming him on the ground. Zeno was in intense pain right now. But Goku threw him away and launched an eraser cannon at Zeno, which went and exploded at Zeno. Goku didn't stop and launched a barrage of eraser cannon. Goku rushed to grab Zeno, but Zeno disappeared and Broly swung his arm backward to punch, but Zeno decked down and punched Broly on the chin. Yamoshi, helping Broly, made a very dense coating of energy on Broly's chin to minimize the damage. Broly stood there taking the attack, but not moving even a bit. Zeno was shocked, but Broly suddenly jumped back, and Goku came and punched Zeno, sending him flying. Goku rushed at full speed and kicked him from behind, and threw him at a large energy blast that Goku launched while rushing at Zeno. Zeno collided with the blast and Goku kicked Zeno on the face and went high up, creating a planet crusher, then launching it at Zeno. The attack hit Zeno and exploded. Zeno was seen to be lying on the ground. Wise was shocked seeing this. In disbelief he said, "How could this even be possible?" Beerus said, "This sure is a surprise, but was bound to happen sooner or later. Those two are exponentially stronger than before each time I see them. Well, now we have other matters to worry about. What are you going to do now, Saiyans?" Goku approached Zeno. Zeno, lying down, said, "It's my defeat. You can kill me if you want." I had fun releasing my full power. Broly approached the fallen Zeno and Goku and said, Zeno, now that you lost, what's going to happen to those seals? As I said, the seal will be broken soon, but you guys can go bond with the seals. Even if I go back and try to keep up the seal, it won't be possible. I have exhausted my power. It's going to take time to recover. Broly, listening this, said, Then take us there. Zeno asked, What about killing me? Broly said, We already defeated you, and I don't think you are the type to backstab, so there is no need to kill you. Zeno smirked and transformed back. All of them exited the chamber and Zeno took them to both the seals. Zeno said, They both need to bond with Salama's seal, as keeping that up is more important. Then we will move towards the Demon King's seal. Goku said, Now that we are at it, why not just kill the Demon King instead of keeping him sealed up? Zeno looked at Goku with surprise, but then smirked and said, You're right. Kill him. That's what I should have expected from. Well, what's the wait? Let's go. Goku with excitement screamed, Oh yeah. The ancient Broly within Goku's mind said, We just fought Zeno, and now you want to go throw hands at the Demon King. Kid, we haven't even killed Zeno yet. Goku said, Why does it matter? I don't think Zeno is that bad. But before we leave, Beerus and Vegeta come here. Beerus and Vegeta got confused why they were being called near the seal. Zeno asked them to pour their energy into the seal, so that they can leave it like that for a little longer, since Goku and Broly were battling and were low on power, and are also going to battle the Demon King. They will need the rest of their power. But Goku and Broly approached and said that they can also use their end power to keep the seal up, and they do not need to worry about the energy. Vegeta said, Oh yeah, those beans. Broly said, Yes, we have few senzu with us, so we use our energy without worry. Goku took one and gave it to Zeno. Zeno hesitantly ate it, but then was amazed at their effect. It helped Zeno restore his 50% power and all the injuries that could have taken hundreds of years to heal up were gone in an instant. Broly said, So let's start the process. Goku, Broly, and Vegeta started to imbue their energy into a pillar in front of them, and energy from that pillar flowed top other 5. Zeno was helping control the flow. Soon the pillar they flowed their energy into started to glow. Zeno stopped them and said, This much energy will hold out for a month. Now let's head over to the Demon Realm. Zeno lifted his hand up and a portal opened, teleporting them all to the Demon Realm. The place was brimming with lava, and in front of them was a door with chains all over it. Zeno launched an energy blast at the chains, and they broke apart. Zeno said, I have destroyed the seal. He should be coming out at any moment. Vegeta, Goku, and Broly took their fighting stance. The door broke apart, and a voice said, So you finally decided to come, Omni King. The Demon King came out and saw everyone. While laughing, he said, Has the standards of Omni King fallen so low that he needs help of lowly mortals? Then suddenly becoming serious, saying, This is not a joke. Looks like I will have to show you how serious this matter is. I will kill you and rule over both the realms. Suddenly, an energy blast came towards the Demon King. The king punched it away and said, Who dares to act like this? Goku said, What are you, King of Demons or King of Bluffers? Stop with the chattery and come battle me. Demon King said, Insolent mortal. Looks like I need to show you where you belong. Goku transformed into his true legendary Super Saiyan. Demon King was surprised by this and said, So this is why you were acting like that. Well, you sure have power to support your bravery, but it won't be enough. A dark aura surrounded the Demon King and both rushed at each other. Vegeta was going to join the battle, but Broly said, Let him enjoy for a bit. Goku rushed at the Demon King, but was suddenly hit in the guts. The Demon King was smirking, saying, Too slow. Broly, with shock, said, What? Zeno, wasn't he as strong as you? Zeno said, Yes, but that's the case in mortal realm. In demon realm, he is 2 times more powerful than me. Vegeta, with worry, said, Shit, we need to go help him. Goku got kicked in the face and was thrown on the ground. Broly and Vegeta transformed intro, their strongest forms, and rushed to help. But the Demon King came and kicked Vegeta away, and he crashed on the nearby cliff. Broly looked and screamed Vegeta, wondering if he's alright. But the Demon King came behind Broly and said, "You should worry about yourself." In that instant, when Broly was about to get blasted away by the King's energy blast, Yamoshi took control of Broly Ki and made a barrier of Ki behind Broly to minimize the damage. The blast hit Broly back and Broly screamed in pain while pucking out blood. The Demon King was about to punch Broly, but Goku launched an energy blast at the Demon King, forcing him to back off. Goku went near Broly and teleported with him to where Vegeta was, asking if they both were alright. Vegeta got up and wiped off blood from his face, saying, "He is on another level." Broly said, "We need to work together. Otherwise, we won't be able to defeat him." Vegeta said, "You are right." Broly and Goku with sync screamed Broly and Yamoshi. Yamoshi and Broly came and powered up Goku and Broly by 2 times, screaming, "Let's do this." Goku and Broly power jumped up by 2 times. Vegeta screamed Limit Breaker and all their aura burst out. They all rushed at the Demon King. The Demon King with excitement said, "That's right. Show me more of your power. It's been millennia since I have used my powers," and rushed at them. Goku fired a large energy blast at the Demon King. Broly made sword with his ki and from behind of the energy blast rushed. Vegeta teleported behind the Demon King and kicked. The Demon King turned around and blocked the kick. Vegeta punched at the King's face, but the Kind blocked it using his hand. The King, to counter, launched a punch of his own, but Vegeta, using both of his hands, blocked the attack and kicked the King on the chest, distancing away while doing so. The energy blast reached the King turned around and grabbed the blast with both his hands and threw it upward. Broly came and with his ki sword cut the Demon King on the chest. The King, unfazed by the bleeding, kicked Broly in the guts, sending him flying. Goku came rushing, not giving him time to rest, and threw a punch which was blocked by the Demon King. The King launched a punch of his own at Goku, but it was blocked. Goku, seeing the opportunity, grabbed the Demon King by the face. Demon King didn't expect this, so he was caught off guard. Goku screamed, reaching the limit of his power. His eyes went completely wet. Goku's grip got tighter further and further. Goku took the Demon King and slammed his head on the ground, dragging him. Goku released the King's head and grabbed his leg, slamming him on the ground continuously. The King puked out some blood. Goku threw the King in the air and rushed with an eraser cannon in his hand, and slammed it at the King's face. A large explosion occurred. Goku and the King were surrounded by the smoke. Suddenly, the King was thrown out of the smoke with insane speed. Broly came and kicked the King and launched an energy barrage at him. As soon as the barrage ended, Vegeta came and kicked the King on the face, sending him towards Goku. Goku got ready to punch the King hard on the face, but the King covered himself with ki and released it, making an explosion around himself, sending Goku crash on the ground. Broly looked at Goku and called out to him, but the King came with insane speed and punched Broly in the guts. The pain was so much Broly's eyes went completely wild and he puked out blood. The King swiftly turned and kicked Broly on the face. His leg was covered with insane amount of ki. Broly was sent flying, breaking through many cliffs, landing on the ground unconscious. Vegeta rushed at the Demon King, but the King appeared behind him saying, "Let's see how well you can handle," and using both his hands punched Vegeta on the head. Vegeta crashed on the ground hard. The King launched a large energy blast at Vegeta. Vegeta was unable to move or think straight. The blast reached Vegeta and exploded. When the smoke cleared, Vegeta was seen to be in his base form. The King turned around and said, "Now it's your turn, Zeno." But an energy blast came towards him. The King slapped away the blast and said, "Pathetic." It was Vegeta, barely holding on. The King questioned Vegeta, Don't you know when to give up, and launched and appeared in front of him ready to kill Vegeta, but was kicked in the guts and thrown away. Vegeta looked up and saw Goku. Energy orbs were being emitted from Goku's body. Goku said, "You guys should take a break now. Leave the rest to me." Vegeta, relieved, said, "All right then," and fell unconscious. The king got out of the rubble and said, "Insolent mortal, looks like that much beating wasn't enough for you. Fine, now you will see what true power is," the Demon King screamed. The whole realm started to tremble with his power. Goku said, "So you want to play with power? Fine. Don't tell me I didn't warn you." Goku power started to raise violently. Zeno and Beerus were taken aback by this sudden increase in power. Even the Demon King ego dropped, and he was confused, saying, What's happening?" The ancient Broly from inside screamed, "Kakarot, don't do it. Kakarot, stop. You can't use that. We don't care now how it will affect your body. Kakarot, stop this madness." But Goku smirked menacingly and screamed. His aura took form of a large green Ozaru screaming. Goku's eyes went completely green. Cracks started to appear on Goku's skin. Green energy was leaking out of those cracks. A large shockwave was sent everywhere from Goku transformation. Goku said, "Let me show you what true power is," and instantly appeared right in front of the Demon King and grabbed the Demon King's head and slammed him on the ground effortlessly. A large area on the ground shattered due to the impact. The Demon King puked blood and thought, How could he be this powerful? Goku then stepped on the Demon King and applied immense force. The king screamed in pain. Goku said, "I dare you to move." The Demon King tried to launch an energy blast at Goku, but Goku just stepped through the Demon King's body. Goku removed his leg, and we saw that the Demon King was now a donut, blood dripping from the large hole in his guts. Goku grabbed the king head and threw him up, then rushed with a punch, and with his immense power, the punch shattered the Demon King's head into pieces. The energy from the Demon King's body started to flow inside Goku through the cracks in his skin. Goku then detransformed and rushed to Broly and Vegeta and gave them Senzu. They all returned to the Ami world now. Goku puked out blood and fell on the ground unconscious. Everyone got worried and tried to wake Goku up. Broly even gave Goku Senzu, but it had no effect. They decided to take Goku back and discuss everything later. Broly and Vegeta took Goku back to Earth. 3 days went by and Goku regained consciousness. Goku saw that he was home. Gohan entered and saw that Goku gained consciousness and called everyone. Broly came and asked what happened there. Goku said, "I used Overdrive." Listening this, Yamoshi got shocked. Broly asked him what Overdrive is. Yamoshi said, "It's a technique of us Saiyans, but it was prohibited to use unless you have no other option. It's like a last resort. Even in my time, only one Saiyan used it so others could get out. There's an 80% chance the user will die after using it. It puts too much strain on the user's body." Why did Broly even teach him that? Broly was furious at Goku for using such a technique, but Goku asked him to calm down and said, when he reached the true form of his legendary Super Saiyan, it gave him an ability. Whenever he kills Shi's opponent, all the ki and their life energy is absorbed by him. So even if Goku uses Overdrive, it wouldn't affect him much. It was just that. His body experienced that much power for the first time. Hearing this, they were surprised but calmed down. They decided to visit Zeno, and left after having a meal. After reaching there, they saw Zeno was in his true form. Goku asked him why he was in that form. Zeno said, "Seeing you all, I also want to get stronger. So for now, I'm trying to get used to my true form, so I can maintain it for much longer. Take it as a training to increase the amount of energy I can have at a time to keep my form for longer." Vegeta said, "Let's get to point. What was so important that Kakarot needed to hear?" Zeno got serious and said, "Let me start with explaining you about this existence. There are multiple dimensions. Each have different endings but same start. We are also one of those dimensions. But Zalama is only one. All the ancient gods, angels, and demons together help to seal Zalama. From all dimensions. But Zalama's seal is weakening. There isn't much time before he comes back. And this time we don't have beings as strong as before. You saw Beerus' new form, right? From what I have seen in the leftover knowledge, that was the start of real power for those gods. Broly said. If that is so, then what are we supposed to do? Zeno said. That's what I'm about to tell you. Goku, you are the key here. Goku got confused and asked. Me? Yes, Goku, you. There's one thing common in each dimension, and that's you, Goku. All of your counterparts have infinite potential. From infinite, I really mean infinite. Your true strength has just started. But the problem is we don't have enough time. 3 years is what we can get, 5 at most, and then Zalama will be free. An ancient god who played the biggest role in that sealing. The master of Zalama, the one who trained him, is with us. He lost his body, and now only a fragment of his soul is left. He's using every last bit of his power left to contact all dimensions. Many years ago, when Yamoshi and Broly were having a battle against other Saiyans, and he contacted me that a mortal will be born. He told me about you, Goku. He has contacted many of your parts, but he doesn't have much energy left. So he contacted me many years ago. With the last bit of his energy, he will connect all the dimensions, and you all will gather at one place and will have to defeat Zalama. If not all the dimensions, timelines, universes. Everything will be destroyed. And you both. Even if you don't have infinite potential as Goku. It doesn't matter. The heights you will reach when Zalama comes out will be same as him. So, I suggest you to go and start training from this moment. And I will be helping you in this. You too, Beerus. Beerus came out from behind a wall. And said, I sure will. Then looked at Goku and with a smirk said, You ready for some harsh training? Goku said, I was born ready. Zeno smirked and said, Well then, let's not waste time and go. Wise summon the Super Dragon Balls and wish for these Saiyans to become immortal. And take care of the multiverse until we revert. New Grand Angel. Wise replied, Yes, my lord, and did what he was told. Zeno remembered something and said, The master of Zalama told me that in one of the dimensions, Zalama power got released in high amount and was wandering around the multiverse. But when you were born, the power was absorbed by you, and so, that you has been getting insanely stronger. Goku said, Is that so? I wonder who will win if we fight. Broly said, Well, you have to wait. But for now, let's go train. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Please leave your thoughts in the comment. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And to get more videos like this and see the final battle between all the warriors of different what if